Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, my man. Good morning. Damn. For you to even cuss like that, that gives me the answer right there. Traditional women don't cuss. I tell you, it's gonna be easy subject today. Easy subject. Good morning. Good morning, Bonnie. Good morning. It's gonna be easy subject today. It's gonna be easy. Nah, not a Miramar. Nope. What did it say? It said no. They got effed over. For a woman to say a cuss word, that just shows you that they're not traditional. Hello, Colombia, Colombia, Colombia. I'm telling you, baby, the show is getting bigger and bigger. The show is getting bigger and bigger. Good morning, peoples. Good morning. Welcome into the man cave. The man cave is open, baby. I am outstanding, doctor. I am outstanding, baby girl. How we doing today? Greetings, greetings. I just got started, so give me about 5 minutes. Watch them jump right fast. It's what? It's 7:14. They got 18 people in the room right now. Remember this. At 7:14, they got 18 people in the room right now. Watch how it just jumps. Give it a second. Bless. Hey, I appreciate that now. Come on now. Every day is a blessing. I'm not a huge religious person by any means. However, though, I am blessed. Also, good baby girl. Hey, can you bend over? Can you put that booty in the air? If your booty can go in the air, I speak that language. I speak the language of booty in the air. If your booty goes in the air, I speak that language real good. Real good. Booty in the air, baby. I speak a no Spanish. However, I do speak booty in thou air. Booty in air, baby. Gotcha. Okay. What's going on, goddess? Yet again, let's have another great conversation, baby. Are traditional women getting rewards? Or are them funky heifers, are they getting rewards? Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee, baby. Ooh, wee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, peoples. Good morning. I'm telling y'all, the greatest show on TikTok right here, baby. Greatest show on TikTok. Morning.
Hi, good morning. I just wanted to come on here because yesterday I was working from fucking home and you had the best show going on. You had over 300 people on here. And one thing I really wanted to tell you is you were talking about why don't women wear their natural hair? And there was over 300 people in the chat and so many people on here was trying to like box you and like marginalize your life, talking about, oh, black woman this, black woman that. And the second she mentioned that, you were like, excuse me, where did I put anything about ethnicity or race on here? I said woman's natural hair. And I absolutely love that because all girls wear extensions. All girls
Yes.
switch their styles. And I loved how you weren't being misogynist. You weren't
Now,
being weird. Like you were being devil's advocate and you were running the show like a great host. And for that, I was enjoying it on my little computer, tapping away. And I'm gonna come back on here next time when I see another little debate that I like. But traditional women
well,
getting
here's the thing
rewards,
though.
I don't know.
Here's the thing though. I don't debate though. All I do is ask questions. That's the difference.
Yeah, you don't debate, but you know, on the panel people, the panel guests, all we do is debate, and whether it's a debate or a disagreement. But I love how you run it, and you're like, you're good for real.
I appreciate that. I'm telling you, I've been doing it for the last 7 months. I'm doing pretty damn good.
You are doing pretty good. Yeah, you was entertaining me when they talking about switching out their weave. You over here switching out your hats. I said, I know that's right.
Hey,
Hmm.
if y'all got weaves, I got hats. And guess what though? I got hair. Oh.
Period. I know that's right. But are traditional women getting rewards for what? For cooking and cleaning and sucking dick
I don't know.
and
I
being in
mean,
monogamous
okay,
relationships that are only
okay,
monogamous on one side.
look at it like this. I got a traditional woman right here. Let's call her Samantha. I got a non-traditional woman. Let's call her Jennifer. Whatever her name, let's call her Tasha. Whatever her name is irrelevant. I got one traditional. I got two non-traditional. Who is more respected? Who gets more rewards from the opposite gender?
I don't know because a traditional woman gets the social desirability, but women who behave the complete opposite, like I don't know, like a 304, she still gets some sort of praise, if that makes sense. Like people like to
No,
talk
it
crap
does.
on
It
304s,
does.
but they support them. They enable the behavior. They don't want their traditional wife to be tra 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 and all sexy red, but then on Snapchat or at the bar, that's exactly what they strive for, sexy red. They don't want the house cooking, they want the house cooking clean, and they don't want theirs to do that. But outside the streets, they're okay with that.
Your phone was breaking up for a second. Say it again.
I realize that. I don't know why. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you down. Just say it again. Whatever you said, can you say it again?
I was just saying that men want their woman to be the traditional woman inside the house, very modest, cooking and cleaning. But then when they go outside or when they're on Facebook or Instagram, they're looking for the sexy red. They're looking for the twerking outside, everything like that. So traditional women
Okay,
do
that's
get
fair.
valued.
Okay, I'll say it this way. I'm gonna give you a small lesson for men. Okay, okay.
Okay.
You're on mute. Cool. You ever been to Toys R Us before?
Maybe one time, like 13 years ago.
Go Toys and Toys R Us. They got a whole bunch of toys. You can play with the toys, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So I go to toy. Oh my God, this is a nice toy. I can play with it. So forth, so on. That's a lot of non-traditional women. People like to play with toys. However, they take home the good toys. Traditional women in general are being taken home. The non-traditional women are being left in the store. So you gotta make a choice. Do you want to be a traditional woman, be taken home, or you can be a non-traditional woman, be left in the store?
And I know what you just said was a great analogy. I really appreciate that. But my only issue is why do the men have to make it so hard? Like if that's the case, if you just playing with it and you're gonna leave it on the shelf at the end of the day and go back to your motherfucking, I don't know, collectibles or your valuable ones, why are you gonna make a fuss about the traditional woman when I don't know, maybe sometimes we want to go outside, maybe we want to be a little tra
Okay.
tra tra, maybe we want to be city girls up, but we still have our morals. But the second we like, I don't know, try to have a little fun, men always like to just label them like You can tell how much body a girl has just by how she is. But I want to say I say a lot of shit. Like I could express a lot of fantasies or say a lot of stuff. Like I just wrote a rap about like I don't know having a three-way, and I've never had a three-way. Do you get that? Like I feel like a girl can express her like desires.
One second. Do you
Go
think the
ahead.
majority? Wait, a question for the chat. Do you think the majority of men like a woman with a potty mouth? Write a one for yes, write a two for no. Do the majority of men like a woman with a potty mouth? Write a one for yes, write a two for no. Ma'am, do you think the majority of men
Probably
like a woman
not,
with a
because my
potty
mom
mouth?
won't. My mom always
Okay,
told me
so
to watch my mouth.
so right now you're cussing a whole bunch on an entertainment platform. Do you think it's in
Trying
your
to
best
blur
interest to
myself.
do that?
No, but I'm working on it, and that I could acknowledge. And you stating that is true. You know how many times my mama tell me, "You better watch your mouth, Chichi, fix your mouth." Like I've literally, as
Well,
a
hold
kid,
on,
I've literally got the hot
man,
sauce in my
hold on
mouth.
for a second. Hold on for a second, man, hold on. So if you know potty mouth isn't good, how old are you right now?
78, 22.
Okay, here's your chance to really truly work on it. From now on, stop using cuss words.
You're right. And how do you say your name, Merles?
Morel.
Morel, is you right, and it's something I gotta work on. It's just another like I don't know how to say. For me, it's also like a
I'm
guilty
gonna say this
pleasure.
though. Women, and that's the thing though. Not you. It's an in general statement. A lot of women want what they want, and that's fair. However, the rewards they're getting back in return isn't that good. I'm not saying be traditional. I'm saying you're going to go so far to being modern to not get the man of your dreams. Now, if you want to be single forever, I don't have do whatever you want to do. If at some point you do want a man, you're going to have to change.
And when you say change, Meryl, you saying change, but I really know you mean settle because just earlier you talking about the toys in the
ma'am,
store and how they just to play
listen.
with, and you're
Wait,
not gonna take them
wait,
home.
ma'am. See, right now, what you're doing right now, when a man, would you agree, men don't speak that much? Would you agree?
Some of them can't seem to find the words at a good duration of time.
No. The reason a lot of men don't talk because women don't care about what they say. I'm trying to give you some great advice right now, and you over talking me as a host.
Damn, my
So I'm
bad.
saying I'm pretty good at what I do. But what I'm saying is that you can be. It's not that you're being saved. It's not that you're hurt. What I'm saying is this: if you want a man at any point in your life, what you're doing is counteractive to that. Men want peace. You're cussing. You're over talking a man. A man would never give you a chance. Now you're booting in the air all day, every day. But like long term, men ain't gonna deal with that.
That's fine. Suppose I don't know. I guess I don't fit into the everyday norms. Like I could find a man who is like willing to abide by my rules or my behavior. And I feel like
Good luck.
everybody should find somebody like that. But you are right. I think there are some intensities or like some negative behavior that I have in myself that I definitely could tone it down. Like we talked about the swearing.
Wait. One second. As it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a son, for the fellas, if this is your potential wife, would you marry her? Write a three for yes, write a four for no. As it stands right
Oh my
now, everything
God.
you heard, would you marry her? Write a three for yes and write a four
Y'all
for
better
no.
be
Ma'am,
careful
I'm telling
now.
you,
You ain't got
you
much
gotta watch.
options.
You gotta read the room. And what's going on right now is, baby girl, you're doing everything against getting a man, a good man, not any old random Randy or Pookie. I'm talking about a good man.
Wait,
You're
what's
doing everything
four?
against it.
What was the scale, Meryl?
Four means no. Three means yes. Four means no. They're saying no.
Okay.
You're not marriageable right now.
I don't think I'm marriageable right now, but I need to work towards that goal. Do you get what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm only
Listen. Take out marriage.
22. My
Okay.
mom got married
Listen.
younger though. Go ahead.
Too far gone. Cece, talk to me. You cannot talk to the youth like that because they don't get it. Cece.
Good morning, America. Morning, chat. Um, it makes it hard for aunties like myself to actually bridge a bridge with younger women to drop knowledge and have them understand things in life as far as this question: are traditional women getting rewards? First of all, there are no traditional men, so no, we're not. No, they're not getting any rewards. Men are not traditional. They don't want traditional women. And when I say that, I'm saying tradition gets us in trouble these days because a lot of things that we did as tradition, they don't apply to our lifestyle now. They do not. And so when you speak of tradition, what is tradition? You create your tradition. If I marry a man now, what was tradition in his family is not tradition in my family. We create our own legacy. That's what we do. So when you look back on mom, grandma, and people who get married, they want to make a comparison of how things were done back then. They kind of get lost in the sauce. Reason being, times have changed. The environment has changed. So it's like, okay, well, what do we do? They're lost because they only know tradition. Their mind is not to where they could look and project, well, I have a new husband, I have a new wife, and we have to create our own. So when you say traditional women getting rewards, what rewards? Because you don't have a traditional man.
Well, I'm not saying anything at all. I'm asking a very simple question: are traditional women getting rewards? Are they
No,
getting, or the modern women getting more rewards? Of the
no,
two, who's getting rewards?
the modern woman is, because she's adapting
Fair.
to her environment.
Okay, fair. Is a modern woman with that potty mouth, are they getting rewards?
No, of course not.
Okay. Is a modern woman with her booty cheeks hanging out at all times, is she getting rewards?
She is.
What kind of rewards is she get receiving?
They're shallow rewards. They're not solid rewards. They shallow
But
rewards.
say, but that's the point though. They think it's rewards, but according to you, it's shallow rewards. So, or they do they really know what they're setting? Do they really know what they set themselves up for with these shallow rewards?
Nope. And I'm gonna say this. This is something that I spoke this weekend. Running a whole bunch of miles on your body right now, that ain't good, sister. Allowing a man, allowing you to run mileage on your body right now, and that's not your potential husband. It's not good. So when you meet that man and you like, oh my gosh, he is the one. You got unnecessary miles. You let somebody drive your car. You were a rental car. You were a rental car instead of a car being test driven on a lot. You are a rental car.
Are traditional women being used as rental cars?
Yes, they're allowing themselves. Yes, because I'm gonna tell you, they fall in a trap because they see they're getting lost in the sauce. So therefore, the only thing that they know how to do is use their womanly needs, their womanly guides. So then they go around sleeping or allowing men to use and abuse them instead of adapting to the modernization woman. The only way they
Let me ask you a
know.
different question. Wait, one second. Let's ask a different question. For everybody in the chat, out of 100 women in a room, how many women are traditional? Write your answers in the chat. For everybody in the chat, out of 100 women, how many are traditional? Write your answers in the chat. You got to see. Keep
Man,
going.
I just put my meat on the bitch face.
And I'm gonna refer back to a couple weeks ago just to prove what you're saying here. We had a woman come on here who had been married for 36 years, divorced. She wanted to get back in the dating scene, and she came up on your panel and was asking you questions. She was saying the things that she's doing is not working, blah blah blah, and you told her, "Ma'am, you gotta get out of doing what you thought is the norm." And that's why you're having issues of dating. And she kept saying, but no, I don't want to do this and I can't do that. And you're 56 years old, 50s, 60s, and you're divorced. You cannot be a traditional woman in these streets. You will be alone the rest of your life.
Did I say that?
You told that lady that, Morel.
I don't think I said, I will never say don't be traditional.
No, well, not you didn't say traditional, but I'm speaking in the term of being. She been married and she was doing things in the dating room, and you said, "Ma'am, you got to be open to this." You were explaining to the lady as far as being open because she was like, "No, I don't want to do that. I can't do this." And then you was like, "Well, you got to get out. You got to make yourself available in dating." But she was dating like she was back in the 80s and 90s and not getting anywhere. You see what I'm saying? And you advise her you're not going to meet anybody the way that
No one's
you
gonna
are.
knock on your door. Yeah, no one's gonna knock on your door. Guess what? Hey, everybody, I want to marry you. You got to go outside to get found. And I think she was. I don't remember the whole conversation, but that definitely sounds like me though.
Yeah.
You cannot find the man of your dreams by being in the house. You got to go outside to get found.
Right. She was like, she said she was 5'4", 170 pounds, and then she was real descriptive. Y'all went back and forth, but the point is what I'm making is that she wants to date. You want to date. You want these things, but then it's like you looking at what was done back in the 80s and 90s. That's not going to work these days at all. People. I'm not going on a dating app. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Well, if you don't go out and make yourself available, if you don't come off the porch, you're going to be on the porch by yourself looking at all the pass me bys. All the
I
pass
get
me
it.
bys.
I got to move forward. Any final thoughts?
No, just, tradition versus modern is what people need to consider in their life. That's it.
I got a matter of fact on CC. I only used it yesterday. From now on, watch this. Let me see if it's gonna work right fast. Is the crew in the building? Let me see something right fast. Is the crew in the building? Let's see what's going. I did something yesterday. This is gonna work right fast. Let me see. See if this is gonna work. There we go. From now on, when I say whenever the crew's in the building, you're gonna see a whole bunch of fish emojis.
All right, so that's how I call out. Okay,
That's,
and
that's a
this
call out. And also, I put a fish behind my name on my username.
I got you. So I'll do that, but I'm gonna put a whale. I'm gonna send you a whale every
Hey,
time.
whatever we got going on though, whatever we got. But yeah, when I say the crew, the fish emojis come out.
Got you, Wilbur. If they act a fool on here, we gonna start sending whales to him on the camera. Bye.
All right, CC, talk to you later.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Morel's Man Cave. Let's get a roll call right fast. If you're at work right now, type a 1 in the chat. Working from home, type a 2 in the chat. You ain't got no damn job, write a 3 in the chat. Just because, write a 4. If you're at work right now, type a 1 in the chat. Working from home, type a 2 in the chat. You ain't got no damn job, write a 3. And just because, write a 4. With that being said, Andre, talk to me. You're on mute. Andre, you're on mute. 3 seconds, Andre. You're on mute. 2 seconds, Andre. I cannot take you off of mute. Only you can do it. I know you got an iPhone. It's hot garbage. Oh, well, I tried. Talk to me, Chris.
Well, hello there, handsome man.
I appreciate that. Good morning.
Where are you at?
In my house.
Oh, I mean, what state?
I'm messing with you. Mississippi.
Okay, I'm from Minnesota.
Hold on. Is your booty going in the air?
Pardon?
Huh?
I'm hard of hearing. I'm sorry. Is my
Don't worry
booty
about
what?
it. I don't worry about it.
I heard booty. I heard booty.
What? Who said
Yeah,
that?
I know.
Who said that?
I know. That's why I said what. I'm 66. I'm was married for a very long time. Like the lady was talking, another lady came in. I'm from a traditional background, being forced to be traditional by any man that I meet, and it's unacceptable. I am all by myself and very happy. I don't need a man coming and taking pictures of my coochie while I'm sitting there thinking it's funny or pretending like I need them in any way. If I can find an individual partner that can bring something to the table other than a fucking camera, I'm game. And yeah, I swore. I got 3 brothers and I live in northern Minnesota. We swear all the time on the Iron Range. I know it's not acceptable. I don't swear in public, but I'm swearing now. That's all I had to say. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Do you have any questions or anything?
May I ask a question?
Yes,
No,
please.
stay on mute, stay on mute. Trinity, stay on mute, stay on mute. I just
Okay.
want to time over here. Stay on mute. Ma'am, who hurt you?
Yeah, you got it, man. Every time I meet a man, they try to take things from me. They come to me to try and take things, and it's unacceptable, and I won't take it. I will not be used anymore in my goddamn life.
Okay. Men hurt you. What was his name? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike?
Every time I try to go on a date, it doesn't matter what his name is. He immediately wants to use me. And I can feel it. I can see it. I'm telling you, the last guy had in his brain that he was going to move into my home, which is my home, and make me his housewife. I'm going to clean for him.
Okay. Okay, ma'am, question for you. I'm not saying what the man did is right. It's 100% wrong. Fair. Are you using him too?
No,
So you pay
no.
for all the dates.
All I want is a guy, is a person. I don't give it. I don't
Wait,
give.
listen. You gotta listen. Do you pay for all the dates?
Yeah.
So you became the man in the relationship.
No, I became self-sufficient human being. I'm not a man or a woman. I'm a fucking human being.
Wait a minute. So your whole entire life, you pay for the dates.
Yeah, actually, I made more money than my husband did.
So I'll say it again. You became the man in the relationship.
No, I became financially secure. I was not a man or a woman in the relationship. I was a human being in the relationship. I
And
will
man,
not
and this is
play.
why you're crying. Wait, listen. This is why you're crying on the pillow last night. It's why you're cussing on TikTok right now. It's why you're about to get angry. Because indirectly, not directly, indirectly, you became the man you're trying to date.
No, honey, you're confusing the fact that men want to control the world and want to put us in our place. And when a man comes to my place, he doesn't.
I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. It is what it is. Trending topic. Talk to me, lady.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
Morning. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I just wanted to answer the prompt directly. So, I'm from a different culture. I'm African, I'm Yoruba. So in my culture, women are very traditional and women are like hyper submissive, and essentially men rule and govern everything in this society. So I would just say, to answer the prompt, are traditional women getting rewards? No. And traditional women have never really gotten rewards throughout human history. So in most of human history, what it meant to be a traditional woman was to be submissive, to be quiet, to speak when you're spoken to. Traditional women were married off to much older men while they were young girls. They were just expected to do household chores, household domestic labor, give birth to children, and just be quiet, right? And then these men in these societies, these traditional men, they were able to abuse and violate women without any type of, without the women having any type of legal recourse against these men. So traditionally, traditional women haven't gotten any rewards. What traditional women have gotten is patriarchy, gendered violence, and essentially stepped on. Right, which is why I think it's really important that the woman who just was dropped was able to speak, right? That is what happens to a traditional woman. She is used, she is discarded.
Wait. Are you saying that previous caller was a traditional woman?
No. What I'm saying is that from what I gathered from her is that when she was younger, she was traditional, but now she's moved away from that. That's what I gathered from her.
I didn't at all. With her making money, she became the man she's trying to date, which is super not traditional.
I mean, so let me not use her because she's not here anymore to really answer any of the questions I was going to ask her, because I was going to ask her some clarifying questions. But just generally, if we were to go into human history, right? Traditional women were not allowed to make money in the private or public sector. Traditionally, women could only rely on their husband's income and throughout much of human history. It's a very recent thing in the modern era where women are able to work, women are able to open their own bank accounts, women are able to vote, women are able to hold political office, et cetera, right? Those things are very recent. Women being able to have bodily autonomy, agency, having careers, these are very recent things. Traditionally, traditional women have been stepped on, subject to gendered violence, subject to DV in these relationships, interpersonal and intercommunal violence. Traditional women have just been essentially used as incubators to give birth to children and nurse their
Okay.
husbands and nurse their children.
Stop. Fair. Everything you said is fair. Everything you said is fair. Here's my question. With the new modern woman, are they happy?
I don't think modern women are happy, and I also don't think traditional women are happy. I think no women have
Wait,
really
wait,
been
stop,
able
stop,
to be
stop.
happy.
Wait, stop, ma'am. Welcome to Morel's Man Cave. As a host, I'm going to ask some questions. You gave your little statement, right? I'm asking some questions. So if modern women aren't happy, what are they really, what's their prize? What's their reward for being modern?
Yeah, I would say the reward of being a modern woman is being able to enjoy a level of autonomy, right? Being able to have your own bank account, to own your own business, to hold political office if you so choose, to vote, to exercise bodily autonomy over your own womb. So there's
So question. Why do women need men at all then? If y'all could do it on your own so bad though, why do y'all need men? Or you don't need men at all?
I think that's a different question. I think so humans are social creatures, so both men and women
No,
both.
listen, ma'am, listen, don't move the goalpost. Stay
I'm
right
not.
there.
I was gonna answer it.
Do women need men?
That was what I was gonna answer. I think both men and women need each other because
I
humans
know,
are
I'll get
social
about men and women.
creatures.
I'll ask the question again. Do women need men?
So, am I able to answer, or do you just want like a one sentence answer, or can I actually like really give
I
you a
want you, I
thorough
want you, I
answer?
want you to answer the question. Do women need men?
I mean, yes, right? Because without
Okay,
men,
fair. Stay right there. If women need men, my last question, do they act like it?
I think most women do act like that. But when we're talking about need men, right? Like I think that's an ideological question because for the human race to progress, the human species to progress, there has to be procreation. So everyone needs men in the sense that if we didn't have biological fathers, there would be no people, right? The same way men need women because they need women to be their mothers and give birth to them. So
Don't worry
both.
about the men. Don't worry about the men. We're saying on the women right now. So you're saying women need men to reproduce. What else can men do for women?
So socially, I mean, it depends. If we're talking about partnership or if we're talking about in a family setting, men can do other things for women, such as they can be protectors if they choose to. They can also harm women, which we see happen globally. They can choose to financially provide for women.
You
They can
single,
also
ain't you? You single, ain't you?
no, my man is actually at work right now. LOL.
Okay, fair. Wait, say right there. If your man heard you talking right now, would he be proud of you or disappointed?
He'd be proud of me because I have my own beliefs and my own ideas.
Oh
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm very well
your man
read.
hurting right now, good girl. Your man hurt. Your man like, why did I pick her? You are very unpeaceful, ain't you?
No, I'm really not. Do you feel like I'm being unpeaceful right now? Do you feel like I'm creating chaos?
I'm saying this though. If I was your man, I'll put a muzzle over your face right now.
Well, see, that would be a traditional woman. A traditional woman would have to lay down and submit to be muzzled.
Boy, I tell you, the things you hear on TikTok. Gotta love it. Talk to me.
Hey, Muriel, it's Adam here, from last night, from yesterday.
I got you.
Yeah, how you going? Yeah, look, I feel what I've been listening to, nowadays we're in the 2026 now, compared
Wait.
to,
One second. For everybody in the chat right now, is her man in trouble? Write a 1 for yes, Write a 2 for no. Is her man in trouble? Write a 1 for yes. Write a 2 for no. You got it, boss. Keep going.
Yeah, so I find, well, coming from my perceive there is it's got to do with the economy. It's changed. What our parents were, there were a lot more traditional women. What it comes to, the economy has changed that. See, in Australia at the moment, we're having a big, it's got to do with mortgages and housing. Okay, I know it's okay. You've got the traditional, you want the 2 kids, the picket fence, the home and all that, happily ever after. But it's not going to be like that. The reality is that you need 2 incomes nowadays. This is how it is. But there's the perception that, some people want, the stay-at-home person. That's only the 2 or 3% of the world economy. You know what I mean? Of the top tier people making that. So you're only going to get, a certain percentage there that, the woman is going to stay at home. These are the top tier. You're talking millionaires. You're talking above, doctors, lawyers in that social economy in that sense. It's changed. So when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about nowadays for myself. If I'm going in a relationship, I'm a hybrid. I call myself a hybrid person. Modern and traditional in that sense. I've got a balance there, but I have to. That's coming from me. In the woman that comes into my life, yeah, I would want someone who's also, got a job and is working as well. Because, there's 2 incomes and 2 incomes make what the world goes around in that sense. Does that make any sense to you there?
Place. Overall, are traditional women getting rewards?
It's changed. It's changed, period. I
Okay,
feel
what's that
it's
mean in
changed.
English?
No,
Is that a yes or is that a no? It changed.
that's,
Remember now, start
yeah.
answering questions and
It's
stop
very
dodging the
general.
question.
Yeah, a very general question because now you're talking about, okay, are traditional women getting rewards in the sense of what? They're getting
And
their
that's the
money.
thing.
They get,
I'm not. Wait, listen. I'm not saying what the reward is. In
yeah,
general, are traditional women getting rewards? That's the question.
yes, yes.
Okay, what rewards are they receiving?
Well, you see it. Anything that comes to mind,
Okay, remember now.
materialistic.
Use your words.
Okay.
Use your words. If they're getting
Yeah.
rewards fair, what are the rewards they're receiving?
Well, see, this is where where you think it's material things, as in materialistic things. They could be in that sense. So, their bags, their money, their clothing, et cetera, in that sense. So,
So
yeah.
you're saying the reward for women being traditional is they're getting bags and money. That's a reward for being traditional.
Well, yes, yeah, 100%. Because
Okay.
they're
So
stay at home. Like
one
traditional
second,
is stay at home.
Wait,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
second. For everybody listening right now, is a good reward for women being traditional, bags and money. Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. Is a good thing for traditional woman to get for reward is bags and money. Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. You got it, boss. Keep going.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but see, that's where it's with this traditional. What is traditional? Stay at home mum in that sense, looking after the kids. Is it keeping the house clean? But that's where it comes to my mind of the social and the economy, how it's changed nowadays. Like now in 2026 in Australia, for instance, your pay to do a mortgage is 80 times, okay? Back in the 1960s, it was 18 times. So there were more, stay-at-home mums with the kids. Ah, yes, they can look after the house. Nowadays, it's changing. It is changing. There's more
I'm not.
corporate women.
Remember now. I'm not. I'm not disagreeing that it's changing or not. That's why I'm asking a very simple question. Are
Yeah,
traditional women getting rewards? And according to you,
yeah,
they're getting
yes,
money in bags.
yeah.
If that's all they
They
want to
are.
get,
They are.
if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to be traditional either. If I'm not getting is money in bags. This is why I use
No.
this question. I want people to start thinking outside the box.
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
I made thinking conversation place over here. I'm not making it real easy. The reward is not just weddings. That's an easy answer. I want to get
Yeah.
some real
Mm.
answers.
Yeah. See, for me, I would be seeing more of the materialistic side of things. That's what we males think. Oh, that's what they are
And
after. Oh,
I
yeah.
said again, your initial answer was money
Yeah,
and gifts. I asked the
yeah.
chat. They
Correct.
said absolutely not. It's not worth it. I gotta move
Yeah.
forward. You got any
Yeah.
final
No worries,
thoughts?
mate. No worries. Okay. See you, champ.
Cool. Firefly, talk to me, lady.
Good morning.
Morning, as
Are
always.
traditional women getting rewards? Yes. Traditional women, their reward is their man. And what they gain from that is respect, honor, a man who stands by their side, supports them, and lifts them up. Okay. So I feel like our ladies, I feel like they're lost because let's use a tree, for example. If you plant a tree in the ground, it's gonna be kind of like immature, young at first or whatever, but it has roots, right? So does that mean the tree would never get bigger, would never expand, have growth? So that's how we are at women. We can't forget our roots. So that's the problem. Yes, we're modern because times have changed. Nobody is living in a traditional world because we're not in that same place. We have advanced, but we must not forget our roots. And that's very important. And I want to say this because I have young daughters. And so I was sitting in the car with my daughter and her man one day, and she turned and she was yapping at the mouth and she was going off on him or whatever. And I was like, who you talking to? Because it had been a little minute. He did say something back. So when I said who you're talking to, my daughter looks at me thinking I'm talking to him. I was not talking to him. I was talking to her. I said, who you think you're talking to? I said, you do not talk to him like that. I better not ever hear you talking to him again in such a tone or whatever, because I know the guy hasn't done anything to her. You're not knowing how to behave. And I said, don't do that. I better not ever catch you doing that again. I said, you always respect him. You always honor him because he have done you no wrong. So why are you yapping at the mouth talking to him in that kind of tone? So it starts with us. A lot of women have potty mouths and the parents are not correcting them. They think that it's okay because a lot of the parents are doing it. And that's not right. And that's causing a problem. And people say they don't want to be traditional. I don't want to be controlled. I'm not being controlled by anyone. I have freedom of speech. I can live. I can work. I don't think that's what the man is looking for. I don't think he's looking for you to be a traditional woman in the sense that he wants to control you to a sense that's like you're a slave, because that sounds like what people are saying. Like, I don't want to be a slave. And so you don't have to be a slave. You still be free, but we still should learn to love, honor, and respect one another.
With you, a lot of women have that potty mouth. Why do women think having a potty mouth is going to get them the reward they're looking for?
A lot of women have potty mouth because they want to express themselves. They really don't know how to communicate well. And they're carrying baggage. They carry baggage from one relationship into another. They don't take out the time to heal. It's very important to be healed, to learn yourself, to learn from the mistakes in your past relationships, so that when you're moving forward, you're calm, you're healed. It works better. I'm telling you, if they do that, they're going to feel so much better in life because you're not going to have that weight, that burden holding you down, all that animosity on the inside, that anger. That's what they're carrying. So they lash out at the man, and it's like a cry for help. Like, I'm here, I've been abused, I'm damaged, nobody has treated me right. I'm hurting on the inside. Save me, help me, please be my savior, be my knight in armor. But they just don't get it because you can't get that from him
when you haven't presented yourself correctly. You have to come over on the softer side as a woman, because men, we're nurturers, true enough, but men know how to cater to a nurturing woman if she shows up correctly.
Why are women going against their natural talent of being submissive and nurturing? Why are they going to why are women indirectly trying to act like men?
Because women want what they want, and they feel that if the man is not giving it to them at that time, she has the motto that I'm going to go get it myself. I'm going to do it for myself. I don't need him to do it. And so she goes out and she do it for herself. Now, when you ask her, is that what she really want to do? No, she really wants the man to do it, but because he's not doing it when she wants and how she wants, she's going to go do it for herself. And she's going to keep looking until she thinks she finds the man that's going to just show up and then, give her all of that. But at that time, she's in her masculine era, and it's going to clash with him.
Question: for women who want a good man, what's the best way to get one of those from a woman's point of view? What's the best way for? Let me phrase it. Take it out for a second. Women, why don't women pick better men? They're picking the men. Let me rephrase. Women are being picked by men. They know the man is bad, but they go along with it. Why don't they say no to the bad men and yes to the good men? I'll say it that way. Why do women say no to the bad men, but yes to the good men?
Well, that should be an easy answer for me, because I'm the type of woman from my past. I always chose the wrong men, the wrong ones. And you know why? Because the type of lady that I was, the men that I should have been talking to, I don't know if it was intimidation or I don't know what it was, but they never approached me. It will always be those ones who look at you, they ain't no good, they're no good for you or whatever. And I was the type of person, try not to judge a person, give a person a try or whatever. But those men were not for me. I chose wrong, and I knew I was choosing wrong. So that's why you don't hear me sitting here today mad at a man, angry at a man or whatever, because I made those choices. And I had to learn from my mistakes, and I had to really consider. And I don't regret it, because I learned things, from it. It made me a better person. And also, in reality, I help them as well, because they say, hey, I'm a better man today because of you or whatever. So it's a learning experience. But now that I'm more mature, I say that women should take time and be very cautious when, if you're dating for purpose, I'll say that you should take your time to get to know a person. See if you have anything in common, if you're on the same level. That term being equally yoked, it's there for a reason.
Okay, for everybody in the chat, question for everybody in the chat. Out of 100 women, what percentage of women are accountable? Write your answers in the chats. Out of 100 women, what percentage of women are accountable? Write your answers in the chat. Firefly, how many women out of 100 are accountable?
Probably about 15 to 20%.
In your opinion, why is it so low?
Because of lack of knowledge. Women, I can tell you now, because I'm a woman, women have not had the knowledge, education, or support. Women need support. To have that support, one must give it to you. Like me, because I've advanced, I've grown, I've prayed for this, I asked for this, it's been given to me. So now this knowledge that I have, it could be passed along to the next woman. And we never had that, because I know we didn't, because I didn't just have that. I had to grow into that. I had to finally realize, why am I clashing? What's wrong with my life? Where am I going wrong? And it took me to meditate on those words in the word to get to where I am today. Meditation is key. When you're reading the word, if you're a believer, when you're reading the word or whatever, however you believe, there's goodness everywhere. I don't care how you believe or how you think. If you're picking up books, you're reading, if you tuning into nature, into life and meditating, it's going to come natural, but you got to meditate on it. And you got to stay focused. So women need support in order to get where they need to be. It's gonna. I mean, counselors. I heard people say they go to counseling. Sometimes it may work well. Sometimes it may not. I've counseled some people before, and they come back and say, "Hey, you did a better job than my counselor." And I'm like, what? Wow. I would never thought I had that kind of impression on a person, but they would say I did a much better job than their counselor. So it's about us having support, and so I think as we learn as women, but to learn, you must be discipline. A lot of women don't want to be disciplined, but it takes discipline in order to advance.
Question for you. Name the top 3 things, in your opinion, that women are doing wrong. The top 3 things that women are doing wrong if they want a relationship. The top 3 things that women are doing wrong if they want a relationship.
They must take accountability. They must take out time for themselves, learn to know themselves and examine themselves. And then the third one, I was going to say they need to, gosh, I'm sorry, y'all.
You good?
I
You
go
good?
short-term memory real quick. Accountability, taking out time for self, and to heal. That was the third one.
Got it. Firefly. As always, you got any final thoughts?
No, that's it. Thank you.
And no, thank you. Appreciate you as always.
Have a great day.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Morel's Man Cave. It's a crew in the building. Also, with that being said, drop your location in the chat right fast. Where you located at? Australia, Africa, New England, San Francisco, Baltimore, my baby daddy house, baby mama house. Where are you located? Drop your location in the chat. Start connecting with other people. I am way more than a normal TikTok channel. I want you guys to start connecting. Now, any marriages, invite me to the marriage. For all the fellas out there shooting you a shot in the DMs, give me a finder's fee. Hook your boy up. Hey, I found you that girl. I found you this. Look out for me. Look out for me. With that being said, Joey, talk to me.
Good morning today, sir. Thank you for the opportunity
Morning.
to speak. Your question is, are traditional women getting rewards? And I believe they are, but I think as I'm reading the chat, there seems to be a misconception on what traditional is. That gentleman who was Aussie was talking about, oh, traditional women get bags and materialistic things. And there's also this preconceived notion that traditional women are just stay-at-home moms who only take care of the house, cook and clean, and are this submissive woman who is almost like an indentured servant. And that's not necessarily the case. I foresee it being more of a mindset. My wife is a business owner who is also very much a traditional woman. So she's fully capable of earning an income and having a status, but also being traditional. That being said, I take my role as a traditional man very serious. I'm the protector, I'm the provider, and it's not just financially, it's in any case, shape, or form. And a lot of the individuals in the chat, you can tell there's so much hurt. The one young ladies keep talking about a DL man. And I'm sorry if she ended up with a man who's on the DL. But me being a believer as a Christian, there is a blueprint that God has provided to us. And if in the event we follow that blueprint, a lot of times that would alleviate the amount of stress, pain, and hurt that it looks like so many of these individuals have dealt with. For instance, a lot of the hurt comes from, and I'm a firm believer that men give love to get sex and women give sex to get love. And that being one of your most precious and innate things, God specifically designed that for one person and one person only. And when you're giving it away in such a like candy on Halloween manner, of course, there's going to be pain associated with that because you become bonded. You're giving something precious to somebody who then belittles you, who treats you poorly. Like that other young lady who was, she's called herself a traditional woman. And then now she's talking about people taking pictures with her and anything like that. And to me, that's nonsensical. Those are the individuals that you have essentially selected. You entertain that man. What you need to do is sit there and vet people, get to know them. Because when you're in a relationship, as a traditional relationship, I put my wife on a pedestal and we both pour into each other's cups. When I am running low, she pours into me. When she's running low, I pour into her. And at that point, both people are full. there's going to be times where, she's going to have to pour in a little more because I am going through something that's the support system, and vice versa. When you really truly love somebody in a traditional fashion, it's not always about what can you do for me or what have you done for me lately. And there seems to be so many things on the topic of where it's almost it seems to be one-sided. Oh, because a lot of the young ladies that I've been seeing talking seem to be, well, I can do everything a man can do, and women are fully capable of doing a lot of the things the men can do, and they are strong. God designed them to be strong. God designed them to be helpers. God designed them to. They have an actual purpose. So when people talk about submission, there's never supposed to be submission like being belittled or being beneath. It's more alongside, because God holds the man accountable. In the household, when something goes wrong, if I were to lose my house due to foreclosure, nobody's going to look at my wife and say, what the hell's wrong with you? Why weren't you able to keep your house afloat? They're going to look at the man like, what kind of piece of shit man do you have that he's not going to be able to take care of his family? I've worked 2-3 jobs because I would be damned if I allowed my wife to work 2 to 3 jobs. Is she fully capable of doing so? Absolutely. There's so many single women out there who are killing themselves because they have children. They're working 2 to 3 jobs, but partially because they picked the wrong gentleman. Now, if you do things according to the way Christ wanted you to, you sit there, you vet the person, you get to know them, you make sure they have a life, in my opinion, that they love Christ. Because if they love Christ, that means everything underneath, everything in their actions are going to be beneficial to you, because God calls us to treat our women with love and respect. That other young lady from Africa who talked about she was in a traditional household and they were beaten and they were treated poorly upon, that is a cultural aspect of tradition, but that is not the overall norm, in my opinion, because God would not be pleased with me if I belittled my wife. God would not be pleased with me if I treated my wife poorly or any woman poorly. I have 3 daughters, and I'll tell you this, and it's heartbreaking. This is going to be a heartbreaking story, sir. I've really thoroughly poured and invested into my stepdaughter. We got her 4 full ride scholarships. She had a 4.3 GPA. And I gave her all the love and affection I possibly could, but her father wasn't really a great dude. And just not grown, not mature. And no matter what I did to pour into her, it just wasn't enough. Well, sir, she threw away all 4 scholarships. She ended up deciding to end up with a bum who's just like her father. Now she's working 2 minimum wage jobs. I don't know what the gentleman's doing. And it's all about who you select. Now, that partner can either build you up or tear you down. And her not having the father figure that she wanted instead of the one that she had allowed her to make choices that she now has to live with. And at the end of the day, it's our choices that will make the determination if you get that reward. You can be a feminist or you can be a woman who decides to be independent, and that's great. That's great for you. But then you can't be bitter about those decisions that you've made because you feel like no man is able to live up to the expectations that you hold.
Question for you: at what age did you get the stepdaughter? When did you catch her?
Sir, I raised her from 5 and her brother since he was 1. She's currently 19, going to be 20.
Okay. Question for you: do you think there's anything more you could have done?
So I mean, I'm not sure, sir. I took her on daddy-daughter dates. I poured into her. I made sure her schooling was well. I tried to, build her up mentally, physically.
Okay, fair. Let me give you the answer. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. There's nothing more you can do. At some point, you can't save them all.
I agree. No, I agree, which is why, to be honest, I don't even allow her to have contact with the other kids until she matures enough to the point where she's not going to be a detriment or hindrance to my other children. Because, to be honest, one of the downfalls that I see in a lot of these women are they hang around with other like-minded women and they feed off each other and then nobody's happy. It's almost like misery loves company. And I can't allow my other children to essentially see like I would be I would approve of her behavior. I still love her. If she ever
Wait. I want to go a series of questions right fast. Okay, you got her at 5 years old. She didn't turn out to be the best. Cool, fair. What did your wife contribute to her being on the other side of traditional?
I don't necessarily know if she even contributes to her being on the other side of traditional, because I think she's attempting to play house to what she thinks traditional is. But I think a truly traditional woman would have picked a man who would be beneficial to her and bettering her.
Wait. Okay, I'm listening to your story. Your wife is traditional. Would you agree?
Oh yes, sir, she is. And
Cool.
check your
So
ego.
wait.
She
Listen. You talked already. You got a traditional wife.
Yes, sir.
According to you, fair. You're a traditional man. Cool, fair. From a traditional wife to a traditional husband, according to you, how can your daughter go way on the other end? Did you do the Bill Cosby effect? Did you give her the Cosby household and she rebelled? Like, I forget her name, but I think it was Denise on the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
She one of those type of people.
No, sir. So what ended up happening is, my wife is her. I feel like our sins come back to haunt us sometimes. The man that she essentially had her with, his family was a humongous detriment, and they got in her ear. And none of them are traditional. None of those women on that side are traditional. So they basically got in her ear and told her, "Oh, you can do better. Do what you want. You don't have to listen to them. You're going to be 18. Once you're an adult, you're 18. You can do what you want." And she ran with that. And now, because of the other outside influences,
Wait. So when your stepdaughter went to college, did she change in college or before college?
no, to be honest, it was like, young lady, I did not treat her differently. So that's not a red flag. Second of all,
Don't read the chat.
oh, my
Talk
bad,
to
brother.
me. Don't
Okay.
read the chat.
I to be honest, we were blindsided because she put on such a front, like everything was okay. And after her 18th birthday, after we celebrated her, she just packed up and left to be with the boy. Like nobody knew it was coming. Nobody.
So I said, the question is, what happened in college though? Something had
She
to
didn't go
happen
to
in
college,
college.
sir. She gave up college altogether. She decided not to go, even though she had 4 full rides, and dropped out of high school to be with this boy. Exactly. At the age of 18, she dropped out. She ended up paying to get her diploma, which is mind blowing.
Wait. Okay, question for you. Knowing what you know right now, would you recommend anybody to be a step parent?
Sir, that is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And if you have the opportunity to not do it, I'd recommend you not to.
Talk, baby. I'm telling you guys, do
I'll be
not
honest
be a
with you.
step parent. Don't do it.
I
It's not
truly
worth
treasure
it.
my wife, and I love those children. But the fact of the matter is, it's been the most difficult thing because no matter how much you love and pour into them, I think I'm never truly going to be what they need. They're always
I'm
going to
telling you,
want
I
their
don't
father.
miss. I don't miss. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not recommend being a step parent. I ain't say daddy. I ain't say mother. I said parents. Do not be a step parent because you're falling somebody's BS and you have the woman is awesome. The man is awesome. Do not be a step parent.
It was, and the thing is, I even had confrontations with the father, like, you need to step up. Your children need you, and he just didn't want to have it. He didn't want to hear it, and for them, they're quick to talk shit about me, like I didn't do anything, or that I'm the devil, that I'm the reason your parents broke up. No, sir, the reason your parents broke up is because he was never there for his wife. He'd rather
I get it.
watch video games and that type of shit.
There's nothing you can do to your stepdaughter to convince her otherwise. This is why I keep on saying this multiple times for everybody out there, all my haters. I'm telling y'all, being a step parent, mother or father, is a terrible deal. Don't do it.
It's very rough. I'm not gonna lie, sir. But I mean, my wife
get it,
is
boss.
amazing. My wife is
Yeah,
truly amazing.
the
So
woman's
she was
amazing.
with
The father's amazing. The parent is amazing. But them damn kids, F them kids.
yeah, I love them though. I keep praying for them because Lord knows that's all I can do at this
Okay.
point.
How many step kids you got? You got one. You got
Two,
any
sir.
other ones?
2, yes.
Woo! Okay. How old's the next one?
He's 15. Yeah.
You put in all that investment, all that time, all on resources, something that's not even yours, and the return on the investment is it went in the opposite direction. Boy, I tell you, but man, I got to move forward.
God
Any
bless
final
you. Thank you,
thoughts?
sir. No, I
Any
think,
final thoughts?
yeah, I would say, try to get out of your own head of what the general public deems is like what a woman or man is essentially supposed to be, and if you go into it with not expecting what you can get out of them and actually how to build alongside them, you'll be happier.
But man, take care. Appreciate you.
Thank you. God bless you, brother.
No problem at all. Ladies and gentlemen, when I speak I speak in general. Question for everybody. Would you recommend, as a majority, people be a step parents? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. Would you suggest the majority of people be a step parents? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. Put your answers in the chat. Would you recommend the majority of people become a step parents? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. It is a terrible job. I do not recommend it at all. With that being said, Woo Williams, talk to me.
Good morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to answer the prompt. Are traditional women getting rewards? Yeah, I believe, yeah, it's different dynamics of tradition nowadays that women are choosing to fall under according to their intent. Would you like me to expound deeper on it?
I mean, I'm waiting.
All right, what I mean by the tradition of old is the woman, do what she needs to do to keep her family together. And there's some sacrifices that come with that. And then you have the tradition of new, which is more independent, single, self-preservation woman, where she gets the rewards of the lifestyle that she chooses to build, but sacrifice in other areas. So I believe the old tradition and the new tradition get what they want. It's just the sacrifices that they're willing to take on. That's the only difference to me.
Question for you. In your opinion, name 3 bad things about women that want men that they can watch out for. In your opinion, as a man, name 3 bad things women should not be doing. Name 3 bad things women are doing right now they shouldn't be doing.
Okay, women personally, right? Shouldn't be doing?
Correct. Correct.
Worrying about what other women are doing in their households, in their lives. Looking at too many men as options. And not looking at themselves in the mirror. They should look at themselves in the mirror more.
If more women did those 3 things, would they be more healed?
I would say that would be the starting point towards maintaining healness, because I only think you can maintain healness. I don't think we could ever be truly healed. We only can try to maintain it.
I got this question again. In your opinion, do women need men?
It depends on their intent of what they want for their
You're going
lives.
too far, boss. You're going too far. No salt and pepper. It's a straight
No,
question.
in all honesty,
in general, do women need men?
In general, no.
Okay.
Not for existence.
Why? Okay. In your opinion, why don't women need men?
Because as long as you feed yourself and do what you need to do to keep a roof over your head, that's living.
Okay, so should all men be extinct right now? If they don't need us, should we all just be extinct?
Well, in that perception, yeah, I guess they need us in that perception to procreate. But outside of that, really no.
So outside of procreation, they don't need us at all?
No.
Fair.
Because everything is already formatted for them not to need us.
Cool. Any final thoughts?
No, thanks for having me up, man. And that last guy, he did a wonderful job, man. Can I just add one thing? It takes a special type of person to be a step parent. In order to be a step parent, you cannot make it nowhere near about what you want, rather than what's just simply best for the child to grow into an adult, to be able to make critical choices of their own. That's the only true job as a step parent, is to assist the development of that child. And I think we try to be so great that we overextend ourselves. We put more pressure, because I was a stepfather before and a father. And my child sometimes don't appreciate the value of what I have to offer. My own child doesn't appreciate the value I have to offer sometimes. So, of course, naturally, a child that doesn't have your DNA or have your personality or have anything of you of course they're going to quite naturally not appreciate it. That's what children do. But it's your intent as the parent and that, or the guide in that child life, that will make a difference in what that child appreciates or doesn't appreciate. So don't over expound yourself in the situation more than what you really can do. You only can guide them. They have choices. Now, whatever choices they make, like you said, detach from it. Once they start making their own choices, detach it from them and say, fuck them kids. Because I gave you all I could give you.
Here's the thing, though.
But
Hold on,
fuck
wait,
them
stop. You say yourself, women don't need men.
No, I was just talking about the child.
Oh, I said it again.
in a situation.
I'm going big picture. My man, do you think you're a panderer?
I don't even know what that is. I don't be studying. Like,
A person who says things to get women.
No, not at all. I already got a woman in the
You
family.
don't think so?
Says-
Okay, one second. For all the fellas out there, is he a panda bear? Write a 1 in the yes, write a 2 for no. Is this man a panda bear? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. I think you're a panderer.
But I already got a woman upstairs and a child being brewed in her stomach. I ain't on here to say this stuff.
Yeah, my man. Panda bear. Panda. Meow, 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 meow. Women, y'all need men outside of procreation. Play this game if y'all want to. When y'all call 911, let 2 female cops show up. Watch how fast you be like, oh my God, what a man at. Ain't no bear gonna show up. Be a grown ass man. In the event something were to happen, you want a man to be there. Be very careful. Listen to. Y'all need men, and vice versa. Men need women. Anybody who says otherwise, you're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. Meow, 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 meow. Talk to me, Anna.
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay. So, the topic is are traditional women getting rewards? So, I'm not married, but I do feel like traditional women do get a lot of rewards. But I'm finding that a lot of men, they say they want a traditional woman, but like, I feel like their actions are showing different. Um, my thing is about, even with the step parent thing, like I don't have kids, but I see a lot of like guys my age, they like to deal with women with kids, and so they don't mind.
Wait. Question. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, keep going.
So a lot of guys like my age, and even when we were like in our late 20s, mid 20s, they were like getting with women that had kids and they didn't even have kids. And I'm like, why would you want to be with somebody that has kids and you don't have kids, or when you could be with somebody that doesn't have kids?
Okay,
But
Anna, wait, so right there. Do you want the answer?
yeah, I would like to know
Cool.
that.
Okay, here's the answer. If I deal with you as a woman who's 30 years old and no kids, you're hard. A woman who has same age, 30 years old with kids, she's easier. Women with kids or have easier access to the bedroom. That's the answer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So when
But a
you
lot of
break
these
it
guys,
down, remember, wait, Anna, to answer your question though, why are they getting more access? Because they're easier to get in the bedroom, because they're like, oh snap, I got a kid, I need to have a father figure. So Morel, Wibber, Eric, pickaname.com, I'm gonna go with her for short term, put that booty in the air. I'm gonna deal with you later on.
but my thing is like, why do they choose, even if it is just for quick and easy, my thing is, you could still get that with somebody without a kid. It just makes me, it kind of just
It's
like,
it. Anna, remember, from a man's point of view, we want the easiest access possible. For you, I gotta go on 10,000 dates. For her, 2 dates and a happy
but
meal.
another thing, a lot of these guys, they have money, they have their own job. It's not like they can't get a woman. They choose to be with these women with kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying,
I say it again. The easier access. We want easy access to the booty going in the air.
yeah, I think some of them, I think, purposefully go after them, and then it's like they get mad because they're playing stepdad. Well, that's what you chose. That's what you knew that.
I'm not
So why
disagreeing
are
on
you
that point.
getting
Yes, a
mad?
lot of men regret it later on, though. But in the initial, I got to deal with you, and I'm not saying you're high maintenance by any means. It takes longer to get between your legs versus a single mother's legs. That's why the single mother's easier. It's kind of like it's gonna sound kind of crazy though, but the truth is this: heavier set women are easier to get into the bedroom than smaller women because smaller women have higher standards. A heavier set woman has maybe some self confident issues. Guess what though? They're gonna open their legs up a whole lot easier. Men want the easiest access possible. You are probably an outstanding woman. I'm not denying that at all. However, you got rules and regulations. I don't want that right now. I'm gonna deal with you later on, but right now I want that honey bun.
That's true. Yeah, but when the guy was talking about women should look at men look at men less as options, and we should look at ourselves. I'm confused on what that meant when he said that.
Say it
He
again.
said,
Say it again. I got the answer. Say the question again.
he said that women should look at men less as options. I guess he said like you shouldn't look at all of these men as options and look at yourself. I think that's what he
See,
said.
this is why you gotta watch who you take information from. There are men, we call them panda bears. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear, not understanding they're actually hurting you long term. Don't take that advice. The man that you want something from him. Let's be bluntly honest. You want something from him. You want his last name. You want his protection, his provision, his providing. Any man that you ever date, you want nothing from him. That ain't your guy.
Right. And I do have requirements. Like I would say I'm a traditional woman, and it's hard because I'm 30. You know, you either have to go older, and some of these men that are older have already been married and have kids.
I would say this
And
though.
then
Honestly, your guy of your dreams between 37 years old and 43. That's your guy.
37. What if they've been married before?
And okay, look at it like this. I'm not saying marriage is bad. I'm a military man. The divorce rate in the military is like 90 something percent. So the chance you get a military guy, never been divorced, is almost next to nothing. It's hard to find. I'm not saying divorce is cool. Look at it like this. If I have 16 girlfriends at 40 years old and I have one divorce at 40 years old, which one is worse? The divorce or the 16 girlfriends?
Right, that's true. The 16. Now, what do
So
you
you got
think about?
when you hear certain things, you got to break it down right fast. Which one is worse? 16 girlfriends or one divorce? Going into your next relationship, whatever that is, start asking real questions. Okay, you was never married. Cool. How many girlfriends you had in the past? Oh, I had 45 girlfriends. That's a red flag.
Mm-hmm. True. And a lot of these men, I feel like, want to be traditional husbands and men, but a lot of them don't have the money to. And,
Agreed. And you
you
got
know,
to, like I said before, you want something from the man. Don't go with a brokey. Find the best man possible. But here's the question you got to ask yourself though. What's the chance of you meeting a guy at whatever age, at whatever height, at whatever salary he's making that's only dating you? What's the chance of you finding that guy?
well, most people that I meet usually are talking to other women at that same time, which
Okay.
is cool. Nobody's like
Yes.
100% single. But I mean, eventually, within like a couple months, I expect them to be done talking to them.
And
Um,
okay, and that's fair. You see, you ahead of the ball game. You are ready to compete. When a woman's
mhm.
ready to compete, you're going to get what you're looking for. But as long as you're ready to compete, you're going to be okay.
Yes. So are you telling me that it's time to go?
No. I'm
Oh,
saluting
okay.
the gifts. No, that's a gift. I
Okay.
don't talk over the place for the gifts. I'm saluting the gifts.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think a lot of them have the mentality of wanting to be a provider, but a lot of them, don't have the money to 100% provide. But I think that should be a goal. Like, maybe I don't have the money. Maybe he doesn't have the money now, but within a year or two, that should be the goal of making the woman a traditional wife. If,
Okay,
you know,
Anna, I'm 48 years old. I'm about to be your older brother right fast. Okay,
okay.
cool. What are you looking for in your potential man?
I want a provider. I really do. I think I need a provider because
Okay, what's that mean in English? How much money he got to make?
it's enough to be able to afford to pay the
Give
bills
me a
and
number. Give me a number.
maybe like 150.
Okay, 150. In your opinion, what percentage of men make that kind of money?
Probably like 10%.
Lower, baby girl. Lower. 150?
5%.
I'm going to say, I don't have the calculator in front of me. I'm going to say probably like 5% of men make that kind of money. 5. Now, half of that's already married. So you
Okay.
got 2.5%. So I'm not saying you can't get it. Make this very clear. I'm saying you had 2.5%, maybe 2% of men who make that kind of money. Are you willing to put all your eggs that you have in your body right now and hold them for this guy making 150 a year?
Yeah, I am. And the reason
Okay,
why I say that
fair.
is because that's really what I've been doing the whole time anyway. Like I haven't had something, well, I've had serious relationships, but like I'm not married yet, so yeah, I'm willing to wait.
Okay, you're willing to wait. Have you ever dated a man in the past making 150,000 or more?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, how long you date him for?
3 years. We
For
were
3 years.
together for 3 years.
Fair. Why did you not marry him?
Well, at that time, he was moving to a different state, and I should have moved, but I didn't move. I wasn't ready. I don't think I was
So you
ready
got
for that
scared.
at that time.
So
Yeah.
you had the dream guy. He's making moves for the family, and you said, "I'm gonna stay here because I'm an independent woman."
Well, I didn't want to leave my family and like the life that had already built here.
Wait. Stop. Listen. Wait, listen. I don't want to leave my family. What family? You ain't got no kids. Your family is your man.
Yeah, I understand all of that now. I was young at that time. But yeah,
Okay. Question for you.
I
Do you
totally
think you're
get
gonna
it.
have? Wait. Listen. Do you think you're gonna have multiple men making 150K, looking at you right now, in the future?
I think so. Yeah.
How tall you
I just got
is?
to get out there. I'm 5'5",
How much you weigh?
5'4", 5'5", 130.
Okay, so that makes sense. However, though, at 30 years old, finding a man between 37 and 43 years old, how long do you think you're going to have to compete to lock him down for yourself?
I might have to compete for a while,
A
which
long
I
ass
can do
time.
that. I don't mind. Yeah, I might have to compete because you have to prove to them that you're worth that, and I understand that. But what I'm asking for is, honesty, and I don't want to be played with, and I don't want my time wasted.
And guess what? I'm
If
telling
you
you
don't
right
feel,
now, I'm not saying you cannot get what you want to get. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is you're putting all your eggs based on winning a guy making 150K a year. I think you're playing the wrong game. In your opinion, what's the difference between 150 and 80,000 a year? In your opinion, what's the difference between a man making 150 a year and 80,000 a year? What's the difference? You ask them a hard question, they run, baby. They run. When reality sets in, this man doesn't exist. This man doesn't exist. Talk to me, boss.
Yeah, good boy here. Morning, Morel. Good conversation as usual. The traditional woman, she wants to get reward, but she's not understanding what she needs to do. Sometimes is more valuable than what you get financially. Yes, a man will provide in a traditional sense, but are these women literally traditional women? I say no. Traditional is not something you take up like it's a job. Traditional is something that you were bred to do, you were trained to be. You don't be a conventional woman and then you take up being traditional. Apart from that, a large bit of these women want a millionaire man, want 100,000 year man, right? $100,000 a year plus. But are they willing to not use the degree that they were trained to go get? put that degree aside and really and truly support a man for life, not until you stop being happy, not until you stop meeting your emotional needs, but through life. Are you all willing, are these women willing to give up all the girlfriend trips and all the trips 3 and 5 times per year? They are not. Are they willing to have 6 babies? Most of them already have their babies and they don't want no more, or you might get one. That maths does not matter. A man who making a lot of money want to ensure that his seed go on to the next generation. He want that 100 years from now, he would still have human beings on the planet looking like him and with his narrative, of course, building on it. So a large bit of these women, they want that traditional man. They claim that they want that traditional family, but all they're studying is so that they could just dress back and do nothing. That's not traditional. Traditional is hard work. Traditional for a housewife or for a woman that a mother is hard work. And it's not hard work for 1 or 2 children. It's 5 and 6 is traditional. If you ask the average woman how many children they want to have, they'll say maybe 2, maybe. That's not traditional. We are not here. We are not on the planet now because our great grandmothers had 2 children. No, it's because they had 10 and 12. So we're here now as a result of them. I see KM come on, so I don't want to be too long. So
No, wait. No. So right there. 1 second. For everybody in the chat right fast. Is a traditional woman having 2 kids, rather 1 for yes or more than 2? Let me say this. Wait. Is a traditional woman having 2 kids, rather 1 for yes, more than 2, rather 2? Is a traditional woman having 2 kids, rather 1 for 2, any more than 2, rather 2 in the chat? You got it, boss. Keep going.
Yeah, so I already put in my answer, right? 2 traditional women literally had 5, 6, 8. That's traditional, and they supported their man. Let me give you this one, Morel. They supported their man even after his passing. They did not remarry even after his passing. They ensured they kept his legacy and his name way beyond his passing. A large bit of these women, even before a man transition into the next life, they already looking to replace him. That's not traditional, but they want traditional provisions.
Hey, one second. You got me thinking right now. I want more kids. I truly do. I want some more kids. I want more kids. Keep going, boss. I want some more damn kids.
Yeah, but a large bit of these women, especially at the age group where they quote unquote want to settle down, you might at best get 2 kids. At average, get 1. And most of these women, they wouldn't want to, they had enough because it's too much pain. Morel, it's too much pain. Something that they literally were designed to do and to bear. And we boast that we can't take the pain they have to go through, but they want to go through it once. Or maybe twice. Traditional women were bred to bear that pain, and that gave them that connection to their children, that yearning, that love, that nurturing to their children. Because the harder you work for something, is the more you cherish it. That's traditional.
I want some more kids, damn it. I want some more kids. I want kids. I want kids, damn it.
At least 2.
I'm broke. But I'm figure it out though. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm broke. I'm gonna figure it out. After hearing your speech, you are right. The old tradition was grandmother had 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 kids, so forth, so on. I want some more damn kids. I want some more damn kids.
And let me give you one of the most beautiful stories. I live Trinidad. We have Trinidad and Tobago, a smaller island of Trinidad. I went to a 100-year-old mother, her 100-year celebration. Happy birthday to her. She had 12 children, Morel, 12. You know how many of them were alive to celebrate that 100 years with her? God bless her soul. You know how many children were alive out of that 12? Make a guess. One guess. If I give you 12 guesses, you wouldn't guess. All 12 of her children were alive to celebrate that with her. That's beautiful to me. All 12. She's 100 and she has children from probably 80-something straight down to 50-something. Yeah? That's traditional. Yeah?
I like it, boss. I am now motivated to plant my seed everywhere. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, not everywhere though, but My next woman is going to be young. I am done with older women. I am done. I am only dating women that can break me kids. That's it. I'm done.
Yep. So a nice and interesting topic.
Hey,
I'll let somebody else get on.
I needed that though. I needed that though. I needed that conversation though. I want kids. If you're an older woman, you pass your the pass and have a kids. Leave me alone. I want them young bucks. I want to have some kids.
Yep, it's the right thing. Children are wonderful. And we could,
Any final thoughts?
That's about it. I love the topic. And if we want traditional, just ensure that traditional means you need to give up the modern concept and leave your modern friends behind. Pick up the traditional and support your man, even through death, if you're going to the letter tradition. But we love you, ladies, and want to keep the conversation going. Thanks, Morel. Be safe.
My man, take care. Appreciate you. CM, my wonderful co-host, talk to me.
As the representative modern woman on here, are traditional women getting rewards? I think for traditional women, their reward is honestly is the children, and that's the extent of it. That's my view. Like the extent of it is the kids, and a lot of y'all, he just said, "Oh, it's nothing. You're supposed to go through that pain to have my big head babies." Let me tell you something. My great grandmother told my mother that when a woman is in labor, the Grim Reaper passes by 7 times, and that transition from bringing someone into the world, that's a very harrowing thing for women. My sister has kids, my best friend has kids, and both of them almost unalived through childbirth. And as for me and my body, I saw this a lot growing up, but I said, no, thank you. But that was just me. So when it comes to can I answer this? I know you don't like us reading the chat. Do you believe in God? God, yes, I do.
CM, you are my co-host. You got free reigns to do whatever. You are different.
Yeah, so yes, I believe in God, and I believe God will allow you to go under the sea and see you in the afterlife. Like, what does that mean? Like, yes. But it's something that you don't have to go through as a man. And I get it. Like, I get my grandmothers both had a football team full of children. One of them had 9, and the other had, well, she had a basketball team with 4 reserves. The other had a football team. She had 18 kids. Exactly.
Booty was in the air. Booty in the air. And she had a moo on. And a moo.
She definitely did. But my grandma, she was a hot girl back in her day. God rest her soul. God rest her soul. My grandpa listen, my grandma, she was a little short lady. She was a little short thickums. And, she used to wear the booty shorts and stuff back in the way back. That's how she got them. But, and she was a traditional, quote unquote, traditional woman. She would iron everyone's clothes in the house. She cooked all the food. Like everything at the house was her realm. That was her life and her path. And that was good for her. Kudos. And my grandfather was a superior provider. He had, a construction company. He employed a lot of people. Like he was that man. He was the man in many ways. That was him. But let's roll over to today's traditional life, right? A lot of these gents who say they want traditional women, they don't provide like that. Like they don't have land, they don't have businesses, they have an idea. And they have this idea that they want a woman. It's like it's a fantasy to me that you want her there birthing your big head babies and having a hot meal. But if the average man is only making around 50K, and the cost of a house, even a base level house these days, is, and not in lower cost area, but places where people mostly want to live, is about 250K. And then you got taxes, and then you got all these monies that you have to spend. to the gentleman, y'all ain't got it like that to have traditional women. Like, you don't. You need a working woman because it's going to take two incomes for you to actually be able to sustain the life, especially if you want multiple kids. And how, when hospital bills are what they are, medical insurance is what it is, it's like, how you want her to be out there in the dirt scratching and doing what? But that's just me. I am the requisite modern woman here on that.
You're the trophy modern woman. You want the traditional. Hey, my fault. You want the statue of a modern woman? Look at CM. The
that
statue of a modern woman.
that is me. I am she. I'm like, I was born into this. I am all the things that these guys preach. That is me. I am her. I am her. And I came up in a 2-parent household. Like, all the things, my mom cooked all the meals and shit with all that stuff. And that was not the life I wanted for myself. And so I chose other. And beyond that, most of the guys, because that young lady said she wanted a man making like 150K or whatever, right? And she wants to be a traditional wife. I hate to break it to you, sis, but it is a very small percentage of men who make that amount of money. Like, in total, like globally, I'll say in the US, and that means across the racial spectrum, right? And then when you come, it's about 15-20%. Then when you come to, if you're only dating within your race, it's like 8%. And then when you get down to that 8%, out of the 8%, like 30% of those men are single. So 70% of that 8%, they're already attached to a woman. Like, they already have their families and their lives. And the majority of them are married to what people would consider modern women. I hate to tell you, but they are. Like, those men who are making 150, 250, their wives are right there with them. Like, I know, and I'm acquainted with a lot of people who make a lot of money just based on my career. And they're all married to other people who make a lot of money and have similar careers, because that's how they meet. Like, they're not mixing and mingling with folks who aren't out in the market, like in the job market. They don't. That's where they find their mates, either where they went to school or where they work or in the communities that they participate in. And I'm not one to knock people being traditional. I honestly feel that you should have the type of life that you want. You need to be realistic about it, though. Like, realistically speaking, it ain't the days where you can afford to have 15, 20 children. Like, you can't afford it. Like, be realistic. You can't afford it. Some people can give you 5 to 6. Roll with the 5 to 6. And if you robbing Peter to pay Paul, and your children have to live on rice and beans, that's not really a sustainable life for the kids. Like, why would you want to put them through that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But like I said,
Same.
yeah.
Same. I mean, the one guy came on earlier, the Panda Bear, talking about women don't need men. In your opinion, do women need men?
I feel like we need each other, right, to have a healthy, balanced life. I have a good, decent human being of a man. And is he a modern man? Not really. He's a good old country boy. And I'm laughing now just thinking about the dynamics, but it's like, I think we create these scenarios where, like, yeah, life or unalive, do you necessarily need a partner? No, but having a healthy, balanced life, it makes life better. It does. It makes life happier. It makes life more entertaining. It gives you somebody to lean on if you're dealing with a good person, and if they're not a good person, you shouldn't be dealing with them. So yeah, I think in that regard, absolutely. And I think for most people, I feel like people have idolized what tradition means. Tradition, like, what does that mean to you? Because I think people look at the aesthetic. Oh, I just want to be home, and I'm going to put on the cute little dresses, and I'm going to cook all the meals, and I'm going to make this. Like, tradition means sometimes my grandmother would go to the job sites with my grandpa. My grandpa would take us to his job sites, and part of my little pay as a 5-year-old was picking up nails on the job site. Like, the whole family was out there. Like, we were working, and it wasn't easy, and it wasn't just this laid back life. And if you get a reality about yourself, that's one thing I would agree with Wood Boy on, is that it is actual work. It is not you just chilling.
PM, I want some more kids.
Bro, let me tell you something. So let me look. This is I'm gonna splash some cold water in the faces of all these men over the age of 45. Over the age of 45. Some of you don't realize it, but you like to say, the women's eggs start to fall off. The truth of the matter is, when it comes to fertility and the inability to have healthy children, it actually falls half and half on the woman and the man, maternal
Oh
age
yeah.
and paternal age, right? And dudes don't know this because you got your random uncle who was 85 when he had his last child with a 30-year-old CNA. And you're like, see, that kid, but you wonder why that kid be chewing on erasers and bumping their head against the wall. I'm like, listen, like, listen,
Yeah,
some
you
of
ain't lying. You ain't lying. You are not lying.
some of y'all don't realize that part of that comes from the father. Like, it comes from the father in that very aged reproductive juice that he pumps into those
Hey,
little young
CM,
boys.
I am tired of practicing. I want to execute. I want some kids.
Get your listen, but you got to get a wife first. You have to get a wife first. I don't promote this whole Morel having children at this age, but he wants the
Nah,
children.
nah,
And he needs.
my kids came from a marriage.
I know. Exactly. I know, and that should be the case for the ones who might follow. They should also come from a good, stable marriage, a good, mom and dad in the house type of situation. Like, you owe that to them if you're gonna bring some more into the world. And so I'm
See,
promoting
CM,
him having
CM,
what he
I'm waiting
wants.
on you. I'm waiting on you to present to me Georgia.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Georgia first, and then I'll make the connection.
Hey, for the last 18 months you've been saying that, woman.
It has only been like 18 days that I thought about this.
You are the worst connector of people of all. You are a modern woman.
I am. I am the poster lady for modern women. I am the scourge of a lot of these men's existence. I buck up against the system. I am that woman that they see in their nightmares. They cannot stand. That is me.
All right, hey CM. Today I'm gonna read your book. Today I'm gonna read your book.
Yay! Yay! I
For those who
appreciate
do
it.
not know, CM is an author. For those who do not know, she's an author. This is her book right here.
I
It's on
appreciate
Amazon.
you.
Your boyfriend's best girlfriend, right here by CM. My wonderful co-host, been since day one. Your boyfriend's best girlfriend. I'm gonna read it today. I'm gonna read one chapter today.
Yay! Listen, I want a full review and I want the honest truth. You can tear me down. I appreciate even the
Damn, hold on,
negative
wait.
feedback.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Your first chapter, the first chapter is 20 pages. I gotta read 20 pages. You know I can't read. You know I can't read.
You can read. You read people. You can read
Okay,
books.
okay, hold on. I got you.
Okay.
All right. Backstory: Men are pigs and dogs, and they all cheat. Am I lying? Is that your first words right there? I
It
am not
is.
lying. Right here. Wait. Men are pigs and dogs, and they all cheat. Right there. The first thing in the book. The first thing. Oh, it's gonna be a good read, baby.
It
It's gonna be a
is.
good read.
Can I tell you about what happened with that real quick? So
Go ahead.
let me tell you what
This
happened.
is you.
Yeah. So this is what happened. I volunteered a lot, a whole lot, and I was volunteering with this little girl group, and that was the first thing that the little girl said. And when I tell you, I was taken aback, and that's what that first story is about. I was like, where did that come from? Like, who taught you this? And so I'm talking to this group of little girls, and they all had this same mentality. Like, oh my God, men are pigs. That little girl said to me, men are pigs and dogs, and they all cheat. Mind you, I was talking to this little girl group because of a young man who invited me to talk to the little girl group. And I was like, okay, who told you this? Because you're not old enough to have had any type of connection with anyone of the opposite gender at this point in your life. And so as I talked to these little girls, I was like, oh my Lord, there was a mom sitting in the corner. She wouldn't leave the room. So she was sitting in the corner and she had this very negative disposition all across her face. And I said, huh. So that I can see where she got this from, right? And so I'm having a conversation. I was like, okay, what type of interaction have you had with boys like in your classroom? Are there nice boys in your classroom? Well, yeah, there are a couple of nice boys in the classroom. And I was like, okay, so your experience is that boys can actually be nice. Yes. And so if boys can be nice, you wouldn't call somebody nice a pig or a dog or anything like that, would you? And she was like, no. I said, well, so those weren't your words that you were using when you said men are pigs and dogs and they all cheat. And she was like, no. And so as we had the conversation, it was like, good Lord, the baby is like 9 years old and she is getting this from other women around her. And I was just like, that is foul and that is not okay. And so that's why I start the book that way, because I'm like, ladies, y'all start spewing this stuff out to these baby girls. They have no chance of having any kind of healthy relationship with any man because you've already tainted them. And so that's why the book starts out that way. It was me correcting the little girl and saying, no, baby, men are not pigs and dogs and they don't all cheat. That is not the case. And you cannot go based on somebody else's bad experiences. You have to have your own experiences and treat people with the type of treatment you would like to receive. And if someone doesn't treat you well, then you exit stage left. Don't accept poor treatment and don't treat people bad.
People don't know this book is 315 pages. It's not a small read. You gotta it's not small letters, but it's gonna be a good read. I'm gonna give you guys a true insight on it. I highly advise this though. Your boyfriend's best girlfriend by my wonderful co-host CM. I'll say it again. Your boyfriend's best girlfriend. I'm gonna read it, CM. I'm gonna read the
I
first chapter
appreciate it.
today.
I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. It's not going to be what people think. I did not agree with that little girl, nor did I validate what she said, because I knew those weren't her feelings. Those were somebody else's feelings that had been pushed on her.
And if anybody want to know, you wrote this book how many years ago?
I wrote this book 12 years ago. 12 years ago, while I was practicing family law, I was a professional writer. So at the time, I was actually writing a relationship column, which is what led me to write this book. And so that's what happened.
I like it. I like it. So CM, what's the chance of me getting 2 or 3 more kids? What's my chances?
Your chances are about 20%. It's 20%
That's
and you're
fair.
dating.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I can live with that though. I really, after hearing him, I really want some more kids right now. I really want more kids. I can afford it. I can be there at all times. I really want some more kids.
Don't let Wood Boy get you hemmed up and with some of these little fast tail girls now who trying to run these older
I
men.
I'm getting a prenup now. I'm getting a prenup.
I know that's right.
There's no way. I done worked too hard for this house and this land to give it away to any random heifer. It ain't happening.
And I want other people to believe in prenups. I am pro prenups. I am pro you protecting your assets, especially if you're coming into a second family and you have other children, because you don't want your kids that you know came into life with and built through the struggle to have to fight for what you've left behind for them.
Wait, so right there, for everybody in chat right fast, do you regret not getting a prenup? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. Do you regret not getting a prenup? Write a 1 for yes, write a 2 for no. I regret it. I regret not getting a prenup.
And prenups can say whatever you want them to say, as long as it's legal. Like you can't have a prenup that says, "Oh, I want you to go out and have bedroom fun with other people and let me watch." Like your prenup can't say that.
Okay,
But
see, in my prenup, I want to say bedroom fun twice a week, 2 home cooked meals a week, and 1 date night. Is that too much?
okay, so you can't prenup for sexual activity,
The agony.
but you can put in like the date nights, and like you can say something like about intimacy or connection. So you can't prenup for stuff that would be technically
Okay,
illegal.
in my prenup, I don't want the car to be anything less than half a tank full. Anything less than half a tank, you a no gooder. You are a no gooder. Anything less than half a tank of gas.
You can put that in there. I used to encourage people, like, because people hate the word prenup. I would just say, let's create your marriage plan. And this is your marriage plan, because when you say prenup, they automatically think, oh, I'm going to get a divorce. No, let's create your marriage plan.
It's always amazing that women don't like prenups, but when they make money, they love prenups. When they broke or they're not the breadwinner, they don't want a prenup. When they're the breadwinner, they always want a prenup.
Listen, I think everybody, if you're broke, if you're not broke, everything in between, get a prenuptial agreement. Y'all can talk about how you can build a family business, how you will pay bills, like what vices that you will tolerate and won't tolerate. You can put in no cheating clauses. Like there's a lot you can put into this prenuptial agreement.
I want to put in a threesome every 10 years.
You can't contract for that.
Okay, all right, CM, all right. CM, as always, you got any final thoughts?
Yes, y'all, listen. Stop arguing with people about the type of life that they want to live. And if you want to live a specific type of life and someone knows how to get you there, don't deny their advice. Like if they know how to get you to that type of life, listen to that advice. If that's not the life you want, let it go. You don't have to argue with people about the lifestyles they want to live. I would never buck against somebody who says they want to live a traditional life. I say go for it and do what you want to do with it. I'm not going to do it, but that's my life.
I'll say it again, everybody. Your boyfriend's best girlfriend by my wonderful co-host is Day One, good old CM. Baby girl, appreciate you. Take care.
Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Hey, Georgia woman.
I'm going to talk to her today. Okay.
You better.
All right.
Coco, talk to me.
Good morning, Morel. Good morning, chat. And congratulations to you and your adorable daughter and her accomplishment. I love
Appreciate that.
Just families together, but in particularly fathers with their daughters. So that warmed my heart this morning. Okay, to answer your question, are traditional women getting rewards? Absolutely. They're absolutely getting rewards. But unfortunately in the mainstream society or the dominant culture, you don't hear from these women because these women are not trying to be seen. They enjoy their life.
Use the second from the left lane to turn left onto the I-820
the
East ramp.
comforts that they get.
Then you'll use the right lane to take the I-820 East ramp.
Unfortunately, a lot of people who
use the right lane to take the I-820 East ramp.
And have an opposite experience. You know, the loudest people in the room are typically the most angry, even
In a
if
quarter
they
mile,
don't
merge onto
represent a
I-820
majority
East.
of people. So I would say, being a reformed modern woman, that I grew up traditional, but then I went to university and then started hearing all this stuff about boss women and, be your own and you can get your own. And that kind of warped my mindset, but it's so much better being
Continue for
traditional
4 miles.
depending on what you value, actually. Oh, and then at the end, it really depends, like Sam says, on what's important to you. What do you value? So for traditional women, they value family, they value their husbands, they value children. So if that is something that's appealing to you and you really in your heart want that, then you're going to have to show attributes that show that. Meaning that you're going to have to be a nurturer, or if you're in a profession and you want to be married, you're going to be in a profession where you can take off some time, or it's not going to be so stressful for you, or that when you get with your husband that you get on his program and say, hey, when we start having children, I don't want to work, so what do you think about that? And I think most traditional men absolutely want their wives to be at home and raise the children. So you're going to appeal to a man that wants those things as well.
There's a lot of women who are not traditional who say they're getting more rewards than traditional women. Is that true?
That's absolutely not true. And so let's talk about the rewards that they're getting. Either they're talking about coitus, or they're talking about financial. And for the most part, most women may get little trinkets. They may get 100 here, 1,000 there. But because those type of women mindsets, they typically aren't savers. They typically are looking to spend or show off or to impress people that they don't know. It feeds this horrible cycle and feedback loop of, okay, I'm going to just get things and I'm going to have multiple people come into my body. But over time, that wears on you, and that either causes bitterness, regret, or both. So yeah, they can say that they're winning, but I mean, ultimately, especially when they get older, they're just going to look for more things to fill them up, and that will ultimately end in decline.
I get it. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, and I do want to say a couple of things, because I know you talked about you wanted to have children. One thing, if you really for real want to have children older, you need to see a reproductive endocrinologist so that they can check your level.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. I did a sperm test. I'm good.
See, well, so I mean, so so essentially, you can have however many children that you want. I know ultimately you need to be in a certain shape to do so, and then just get the woman on your program, and that's it.
Yeah, I've done. As a matter of fact, wait, for everybody listening right now, just give me full context. Years ago, I got snipped. Cool. I am now unsnipped. I did my levels. I am great. I am ready right now. I can touch you and get you pregnant.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it's time to get that wife. And honestly, and it's, I know you're in your second wave, so the second wife will have certain benefits. But for the young people that build, especially if they come in their 20s, it's very hard to think about a prenup when both of y'all are struggling. Like, most people don't think that way. And so for me and my husband, we grew things together. I'm never going to leave that man. I love that man. That man gets on my nerves, but I'm not going to leave him because we have a really good life, like a really good life. So it's important I know women are looking for this man who has all this money that makes 6 figures, yada, yada, yada. But when you get with a man and both of y'all are young and you grow together,
and he accumulates
In half a mile,
whatever he
use the right 3 lanes
accumulates,
to take a slight right on the
that
state.
is going to, that man is going to treat you, give you the world that he can. There's nothing that man won't do for you, because you were him for him. Not because of the things that he could give you, but because of the quality of the man that he is. So it's always better to get with the man when both of y'all are young, and share your world together. That's always the best.
Coco, I is quality. I want to have that booty in the air. 2 kids, maybe 3.
Yeah, you can get that. Honestly, I mean, I believe you're a good vetter. You can get that, and especially, and see, this is the thing that ladies don't want to hear, but it's the truth. A man that is quality, that's established and older, really has his pick. Not what you think that he wants, not what you think that, he wants these type of women. No, he has his pick of who he wants. Because, I mean, really, like, you see what it is. Now, your pick, I know you're very, very specific, so it might take a while to get it, but you have more options of getting it than a woman who, in your position.
I get it.
And that's it.
I'm gonna keep on looking for it. Don't trust me. Don't worry about now. Help me out now, but trust me, I'm gonna keep on looking for it.
So can my daughter play with yo kids when you get it, so she can get out my hair and start messing with some other children?
I'm in Mississippi, so y'all want to come on down here? Cool. I am not traveling.
You got land,
ladies.
yeah, she can run around.
I do. I got land. Ladies, PSA. If you want me, you gotta fly me out. You gotta fly me out to your location. Fly me out.
Have fun with that, Morel.
It's gonna work. They're gonna fly me out.
Wait, hold up. You're not okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna let you talk. You're not saying that you wouldn't fly a young woman out. Now, how about say that the woman says, "I'm gonna come to you."
Okay.
But you wouldn't also send for her?
For what?
To go get her.
Okay, remember now, Coco, you gotta invest in something that you want, right?
That's right.
So if you want me, invest. Show me you want me.
You know what? You know what's so funny?
Coco, sit right there. There's rules and there's rule breakers. I'm not the damn rule. I'm a rule breaker. If I'm truly worthy of your time, your energy, pay for it.
And you know what? And that's what I think Giannis, I can't say his last name, the Greek freak, I guess he's now with Miami or whatever. Yep. That's what his wife did. His wife went to him.
You got to, if you want a quality guy and you're treating a quality guy like everybody else, bro, you got to fly me out. I ain't doing that. Hey, if you want something, do something.
Uh-oh, you hear that, ladies? But you're right. You got to go out. You got to compete for a quality man. You have to, or you're not going to get them.
Or, hey, they got a whole bunch of Randers and Pookies out here.
And they sure do be messing with them, and that's why they come on these TikTok streets and complain about them.
But think about it, though. They keep on bragging about the degrees. Morel, I got my own money. They got all their own stuff, except when it comes to a man. If y'all really got that bag, spend it then.
Uh-oh. They're not gonna do that. They rather complain.
Oh no. Trust me. Coco, listen. They're gonna do it.
Hold up, wait, Morel. Are you telling me that these women that got all this money, now that you actually
Coco,
you're right.
Listen,
I'm thinking about
use your ears and not your mouth. If a woman wants a quality guy, she's going to do certain things. Because at a certain age, I'm tired of doing the same old thing. I'm tired of being flown out by this man using me. If I want something, I got to do something.
You're right. You are
so
right,
remember now,
sir.
There's the rule and there's rule breakers. If you're a rule breaker, they're going to break some damn rules. Or they're going to end up with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
True, true, true talk. Okay. All
Remember now,
right.
see, here's the thing. I'm showing y'all in real time the difference. The difference is this. Women keep on saying, I want a good guy. I'm not saying I'm a great guy. I ain't saying I'm good. Whatever I am, I am. If you want me, come get me.
Yeah. Isn't that a song? If you want me, show it.
I'm
Brownstone, I
showing y'all
think.
the reverse. A lot of women are doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Want me, Morel, we want me, come get me, come blah, blah, blah. No, I'm doing the reverse. If y'all got that bag, spend it on me. I'm gonna return it times 3 times 4 times. I'm gonna return it times 1,000. However, though, if you want something, do something.
Okay, Morale. So let's move this further along. So you're saying that if a woman spent money on you,
I'm gonna
that
return it times 20.
okay, got you. Okay.
Remember now, Coco. Matter of fact, everybody in the chat. Question: would the woman care more about their honey bun or their money? Write your answers in the chat. Would the woman care more about their honey bun or their money? Write your answers in the chat. I'll say it again. Would they care more about their honey bun or their money? Write your answers in the chat. The question is, the answer is they care more about their money. So if they care more about your money than your honey bun, spend that money then. Show me you really care.
Wow. Okay.
See, I'm playing chess. Y'all playing checkers.
Ooh. Okay. So
If she
you're
spends
saying
that
if
money, if she spends that money, she really likes me. If she don't, she'll give me the honey bun.
dang, that is ooh.
I say
That is
again,
so
Coco.
true.
I'm playing chess. Y'all playing checkers.
You know what? That would be a great prompt. Women, are you willing to spend your money on a man?
All they got in the tank. I got like 30. I got 30 topics in the tank right now. I got topics on topics on topics.
Oh, I can't wait for that topic. Oh, that's gonna be.
But think about it though. Women care more about their money than their honey bun. They would give me their honey bun first, their money second. I want the money first to show me that you really care, and then the honey bun.
Okay.
I say it again, Coco. See, what you don't realize is I'm playing chess. Y'all are playing checkers.
I realize you playing chess. I recognize the intelligence. Just saying, but that's, but you know, it's good to hear from men's perspective, especially men that you respect. So
women will give the honey bun out like a coochie coupon. Here you go. Here, Doc. Here, Eric. Here, Noble. Here, Morel. Here's a honey bun. Here's a honey bun. When they give you that money, they really like your ass.
Yeah, that's true. What percentage of women do you think, or actually, I guess it doesn't matter the percentage. It matters if they like you enough.
When a woman spends some money on a man, she really likes his ass. Until she spends money on you, y'all playing house. Y'all playing around. Until she spends money on you, she really don't like you like that.
I mean, you're giving the game. Okay. You love
there you go. There's your lesson for the day. There's Morel's lesson for the day. Think outside the box, not in the box. Think outside the box, not in the box.
Absolutely. But do you think that most women have met a man that they really liked?
No. That's why they spend their money.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Bye, woman.
Okay.
Bye, woman.
Bye.
Talk, peoples. I said it again. For all the fellas out there, matter of fact, for all the men out there, am I lying? Write a 1 for yes, Write a 2 for no. For all the men out there, am I lying? Write a 1 for yes. Write a 2 for no. See, ladies, a lot of men, we know this already. We put y'all in places, in categories. Okay, honey bun, cool, great. Until you spend some money on that man, we don't take you seriously. Ladies, you got to pay to play. You want a man long term, you're going to have to pay to play. Now, short term, we're going to take your honey bun, your coochie coupon, all day, every day. However, if you want that man long term, you're going to have to pay to play. The difference is this. Up front, men, we got to pay to play. No harm, no foul. It's called dates. All that bull crap. We're paying to play. You want to keep the man long term, you're going to have to pay to play. If this is groundbreaking news, you're too far behind the power curve. You should have learned this a long time ago. Your honey bun ain't enough. If you want that man, you're going to have to pay to play. Ladies, I don't know who raised you. Everything you was taught, dump it. It ain't working. Who raised you? Because if you was raised the correct way, you know you're going to have to pay to play. Your honey bun ain't enough. Monroe, I got the best WAP of all time. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion made a song called WAP. What he at right now? Single. Because the WAP ain't good enough. Can it throw it in a circle? Sure. It looks good. They can throw it in a circle. Oh my God. Look at Cardi B. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. They got that WAP. What he at right now? Single. Your WAP ain't good enough, baby girl. I tell you, I am too good at what I do. Too good. And here's the thing though. I'm saying what the majority of men want to say. That's the difference. Most of the men in the chat right now, they got jobs right now. They want to say what I'm saying and they can't. And I get it. Get your money. Do not come on the internet. Do not lose that bag. I don't have a bag to lose. For all the men, for those who do not know, my audience is 54% men, 46% women. But who's on the panel all the time? It's women because women like to talk. The men don't be talking, but my audience is majority men, 54%. So they're in the chat. They just don't come on the panel. But at the same time, though, I'm not a panda bear. I'm telling the truth. When a woman spends that money, we take her more seriously. I got you, dog. I got you, boss. Hey, I'm telling y'all, do not lose your money to make a point on TikTok. Don't do it. They're going to clip your stuff, and next thing you know, you ain't going to have no job. I'm telling you, it's the greatest show on TikTok. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's a very interactive chat. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you right fast. For everybody, where's the crew at? Where is the crew? Now, ask yourself a question. I said one simple word. There's a whole bunch of fish emojis. What other chat do you know got fish emojis for saying a certain word? Whenever I say crew, they know to put the fish emojis out there. What other chat got their own emojis? So if you ever wanted to impact the Morel's man cave, it's right there. I said a magical word. All of a sudden, come all these fish emojis. Come on now. Matter of fact, if you guys will go to the next level, put a fish emoji at the end of your name. On my top Morel's man cave, at the end of it, I got a fish emoji. So from now on, when you see me in other rooms, you're gonna see my fish emoji. See, this is a community of people over here. I don't know about other people got going on. They're money grabs, or they're just everybody just talking over each other. No. Over here is a true community of people. A true community. There's a reason that I look at my stats, people in this room for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. What other room are people in their room for a long time? On TikTok. You might go into a room right now, 3 or 4 minutes, I'm out of here. 5 minutes, I'm out of here. Over here, half an hour, 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours. Greatest show on TikTok, baby. I'm in the show. As always, at the end of the show, I'm going to do a battle. Let's watch how funny the battle going to be today. I don't know who is it going to be, but yeah. Greatest show on TikTok, baby. Greatest show on TikTok. It's not even close. It's not even close. But I said though, if you could put a fish emoji at the end of your username, that'd be awesome. What's going on now?
What's up? You want to battle?
Shit, why not? You want to live once? Now, question: what is going on with the bonnet? You ain't got the bonnet. You got on the bonnet. What's going on with that?
My motherfucking bonnet. Why is everybody talking about my motherfucking bonnet?
Boy, I tell you got a great party mouth, don't you?
It's Shay Shay. That's what I'm saying, chat. That's what I'm saying. Everyone keep talking about my motherfucking. I'm about to take off this motherfucking bonnet. That's what I'm about to do. Like, shit, I got all this hair. That's why I got this big ass bonnet on.
I feel you. Now, I'm 48 years old. How old you is?
Warrior Princess, what's up? I'm 22.
Why you got a potty mouth?
Shit, I'm sorry. I'm from New York City. That's just how I talk. Thank you.
I tell you, man, New York is not it's not a state. New York is a country.
Okay.
Y'all got some very aggressive women over there. Y'all be like, give me your phone number, sucker. Whoa, hey, hold on now. Hold on.
Chat, can we put it on his head, please? And thank you. I know we're not a country. I know we're not, but it's okay.
I appreciate your natural hair, for real.
My chat said shut the fuck up.
And guess what though? I'm not. I'm a grown ass man.
They said shut the fuck up. Lately, I just want to show up. I told him for you, Warrior Princess. That's what he said.
Lately, it's cash getting. Got me losing count of these bags. I've been moving too fast. Hard times don't last. Remember when cops and rats talking out my.
I don't want to listen to this. I want to listen to something else. We're gonna listen to this. No, we're not. We're not listening to this shit.
Do you use the TikTok battles all day long?
For real. We need 3 roses, chat. We need 3 roses, chat. We need 3 roses. And then we up.
Do you do battles all day long?
Yes, I do battles all day, every day. Why?
Oh, I was wondering.
I'm just asking why. Why are you wondering?
Oh shit! I'm trying to get your money.
Shay, thank you for the roses. It's for 3 different people. 3 people gotta send roses.
You single, ain't you?
I'm a single mom. Yes. Why?
I was just wondering.
Okay. Chat, I'm about to play my music. Chat, I'm about to play my music. On that note.
Hey, put the music on. Entertain them.
Thank you for the fucking music. I appreciate you, Warrior Princess.
Hey, you got any kids?
Yeah, I got one.
Ah.
She show her panties. She shaking like jelly. 100 bands of Chanel, but I'm still shaking ass in the deli. With my bitch getting dirty. He like him already. He want the walk, but I just want the Freddy. And I'm back in his partner on Penny. Call me that B while he eating my honey. You know niggas love bitches with money. I get a lot. Take a spot. If you ain't cooking, then get off the pot. My name Ice, but I always got a cool bitch for my block. Me and baddies be getting along, so they always be singing my song.
I appreciate you.
Put that shit on. 300 and then
Young Rico, welcome in. Thank you for the double taps. Bigger Nation, thank you for the double taps. I appreciate you. Warrior Princess, thank you for the double taps. I appreciate you.
She a baddie, she show her panties. She shaking like jelly. 100 bands of Chanel, but I'm still shaking.
Thank you for the first gift. Thank you for the cocktail.
And I'm back in his partner on Petty. Feeling a smooch and I'm showing my Gucci. PJ to Emilio Gucci. I look like bitches like shout out to Lucy. If she back then I let her seduce me. I'm the shit on that bitch.
44 in a row.
I'm feeling real loopy. 48
for the donut.
The hardest. artist. I'm not a regular artist.
Yes, what's the word?
Grah, go cool and I'm just getting started. Baddies are baddies, they know how to move.
Boy, I tell you, boy, the other side of TikTok is amazing. It is truly amazing. Boy, I tell you what. Hey, shout out to good old Firefly. Appreciate you. Doc, as always. Some guy, as always. CM, Wibber, Dev, Eric, Miss Jones, Naomi, and Coco. Thank you guys for all the gifts. I said again, thank you to Firefly, Doc, Some Guy, CM, Wibber, Dev, Eric, Miss Jones, Naomi, and Coco. We got 44 wins in a row. 44 in a row, baby. The greatest show on TikTok, baby. The greatest show on TikTok.
Fuck. I kept sneezing. I couldn't even talk. Shit. What the fuck is going on today? Thank you. Thank you, Ariel Princess. I appreciate you. MVP. Let's leave this old ass nigga.
Leave that old ass N-word. Boy, I tell you though, the youth, this topic right here is so important. Talk to me, lady.
That I know you said it is what it is, but that makes me so sad because a woman that grows up with that mentality, she's not going to have only that child. She's going to most likely end up with multiple baby daddies, begging men for money, growing up bitter, installing that in her children, and it's just
That's why I asked her the question. Do you do TikTok battles all day long? She said yes.
Like, and she had beautiful hair. She looked so much better when she took off that bonnet. But it goes to the topic that you talked about yesterday. It's like we don't see the value in that. So wearing that big old cap in her mind is better presentation than for her to have her natural hair, which it looks. I mean, I thought she looked beautiful when she showed her hair, but then she just it's that ghetto mentality. It's too. I'm sorry. I was triggered. She took me aback just to be, because she's a cute girl. She's small. She changed some things. Like her whole trajectory could be different. But
Coco, she said, let me get off of this TikTok with this old ass N-word. That says everything.
It does. It does. And you and I know where she's going to end up. Like, I know people are like, oh, she's young. No. I know people are saying, no, she's young, but we have to realize, no, it's not that she's young. It's that she's that
mother.
mindset.
She's a mother.
Yeah, exactly. She has that mindset. She has the mentality. She's bringing children in this world, and who God knows where her child is if what she said is true. She's up doing TikTok all day. If you're up to doing TikTok all day and you have a young child, where is that child? How are you pouring into that child? With that language, with that mindset, doomed.
Are traditional women getting rewards?
Absolutely. And so my only thing is that I know you're solutions based, and I know some people, it is what it is. But I that's why I really before I had my kids, I was mentoring women who were teenage girls, actually in high school, in her similar, group or whatever, and just trying to talk to these girls. Only a few of them got it. Like, hey, you don't have to be a victim of your circumstance. You can be in the library. You can be there's books. There's so many programs showing them different scholarships that are available to them, different opportunities that they have specifically due to their circumstance. And I don't know, maybe by the end of elementary, some of them minds are too far gone, but it's just, I'm sorry. That really made me sad. I'm sorry. It really made me sad. But I know you don't care. But I'm a woman, so. Bye.
Talk to me, boss.
Yeah, my bad, man. Oh yeah, man. That lady is the what I see every day, brother. That
Yep.
is what I see every day. And the first person I thought about was her kid. And
Yep.
I know that's the last person on her list. Guaranteed. It's no way that a stranger across the goddamn globe or across the United States should care about your kid more than you. It's a goddamn shame. That's what we're spinning out, and I can come up with a logical conclusion that her mother wasn't nothing either. Ain't worth two licks of a dog's tail, bro. It's a shame, dog. She couldn't even take that compliment because I can tell she feel ugly inside. I can tell she been hurt. All of that rhetoric, that's a facade, man. That's a goddamn shield that she's using to cope with her bad decisions in everyday life because it is motherfucker. Yo, it's tough living up there. I'm gonna be real with you. It is. So you gotta be tough to live up there, man. But no doubt you can still be a lady. You don't gotta be nasty. You don't gotta try to take what's they always try to take when they masculine, they take the nasty sides of being masculine. You know what I'm saying? And then they use it and think, I gotta be masculine because I'm being masculine because I have to. Man, sit your bro. I just saw three dudes dunk some girls on their neck because they kept on smacking them. The man saying, stop, I'm trying to walk away, popping them in the mouth, popping them in the mouth. And then he was like, forget it. Oh, and just slammed on her neck. And then the first thing you gonna say is, why would you do that? You ain't say nothing with the 7 slaps that you gave this man before that, but you gonna say something once you get. That's what they like to do. They like to throw rocks and hide their hand, play the victim. That victim stuff is not working no more because look at your life. It's in shambles. I'm so tired of y'all, man. I'm so tired of y'all. That's why I get the heck away from it. I don't even hold the
Look,
door.
that's why I like doing one battle at the end to show everybody, no matter what y'all was saying, women this, women this, women this, and they see it like, oh my God, this is the other side of what we're talking about. Until they see it, they don't understand it.
Bro, I love my women so much, bro. They have no idea. And I bet they talking like this. I, I bet you they saying, oh, he talking like this because he don't got no girl. But you never gonna look inside? When is it time to look in the damn mirror and say, yo, I gotta change, yo? You just gonna just go with go with what you've been accustomed to and it been failing, and you're gonna keep on going with that same narrative like you're gonna get different results. These women are insane, dog. Traditional woman, what, dog? We don't have that don't Big Mama gone, all right? Big Mama done gone. That's the last of the goddamn Mohicans right there, okay? We don't have no traditional woman no more. We have modern scallywags. That's what we have. God dang it. Now I'm tired of it. That's what we have nowadays, man. If that baby hair is touching your eyebrow, you ain't nothing I want in my life. Straight up. Straight up, man. Oh my God. She made my. I was gonna eat breakfast. I almost never eat breakfast. Like I told you. She turned my stomach. I was gonna eat some watermelon and some boiled eggs and stuff like that, some toast. I'm not eating none of that. She turned my stomach for this morning, bro. That's how much love I have for my woman. But they will not look in the mirror. It's like they're modern day feminist vampires. Like they can't see their own thing, they can't see their own reflection. They will not. They refuse. They duck the mirror. They duck the daylight and the night light. They bunking it up for a real brother.
But that's the thing, though, though. When I have these subjects, though, they got the men who are saying we want tradition. Women saying I don't want to be traditional, and then the opposite is what you just seen for that woman. That's not working. she's not going to get any man that she wants in her future.
And she not. And she knows she's not. That's why she's bitter like that. She knows she not. You know, that's her protective measure. But yo, that girl had hurt all around her. Like, you was giving her a compliment, she couldn't even take it because she's so damn nasty. She's so used to defending, she don't even know when the offense is supposed to be on the field, man. She have no idea what's going on. And this is who gonna span out our future, Morel. Yo, if you don't see it, customer service is in the toilet. And they like, that's right, forget this job. I don't need this job. You do need this job. You need to eat. You got to pay that car note. You got to pay that rent. You do need this job, so stop acting like that. They get all this cornbread stuff off of social media and them corny friends, them little scallies around them, pumping their head full of negativity. So you trying to tell me a woman is so smart that she can't see that the woman next to her is either jealous, want what she got, or trying to destroy her? And I'm supposed to go with my narrative. That's why I said I got to unalive on that hill. Because I said that they were smart. But you proving to me every day that you're not. Like, it's like these women are stuck at 15 years old. I swear to goodness. My boy told me this joint 3 years ago. I was like, nah, man, women smart, man. No, they not. No, they not. It's stupid, man. They dumb. I get off my high horse for this morning. That girl done left a taste in my mouth that mouthwash and toothbrushing will never do, dog. But y'all ladies, man, the ladies that is out there that want good things and still got a little life left in the tank. Hey, man, y'all do y'all thing, man, and let's try to clean this up, man, because it's a
Hey,
long
Wibble,
fight,
I'm gonna come back on at 11:30. I'm coming back at 11:30.
Okay, brother. Okay.
Are you single?
Ty, talk to me.
What's good, bro? What's good with you this morning?
You know, talk to me. Make it fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, the traditional women just left. It ain't many of them. Like my brother Wilbur was just saying, it's a sad situation, bro. But the ones that do want it, yeah, it's a lot of benefits to it. If you're doing what you're supposed to be as a traditional woman, yeah, you get everything. You know what I'm saying? You, like I say, you pour into your man, and you know what I'm saying. You uplift him, and he'll give you the world. He'll give you everything that you ask for. It might take a little time, but in the end all be all, he will give you everything that you need. Like I say, all this stuff you don't have to be worried about what this, that, the third, because he's gonna take care of everything you need to take care of for you. So yeah, it's rewards in it. You know what I'm saying? When they playing their part, you know. But like you say, you got all these.
It's just amazing though. Traditional women, to even say traditional, they hate that word. They want to be modern so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's few of them. I mean, for the majority, you're right, but it's few of them that's out there that really desire, you know what I'm saying, for the wholesome life, that, you know what I'm saying, being a wife, being a mother, and doing what's right by their family. You know, because like I say, when you do right by your family, you do right by your kids, you know, not only is your man gonna reward you, but God will reward you too. So you know what I'm saying, for playing your part. You gotta play your part. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women don't want to play their part. But like I say, for the most part, there's gonna be a lot of single women in the next 10, 15 years. You can see a whole lot of single women. Ain't nobody, like I say, the men.
Ty, I got a prediction right fast. This is the future. In my opinion, the future. In the next 10 years, the majority of women are going to be sharing men. That's my prediction for the future. The majority of the women are going to be sharing men. That's my prediction.
And they don't even, it ain't even gonna be 10 years. It's gonna be 5. And like I say, the ones that's down for, you know what I'm saying, down for their ladies and stuff, they gonna make that decision to realize that the dating pool is terrible. It's like, you got a good one, you need to keep her and do what you got to do, and you know what I'm saying, and make sure you're doing the right things so you can have a long lasting relationship. Because after, like you say, they're gonna be sharing men, and it's gonna be a terrible thing. Because like I say, the Cougars and Ray Rays gonna be running the world, and they're gonna have everything that they want. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be You know, because like I say, once they get to a certain age, they want to settle down after they had all their hot girl summers. Like I said, you ain't got that many summers in your life, so you got to tighten up now. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. Once you reach 35, 40, like your clock is so you got so much little time. Because like I said, men ain't really trying to deal with that type stuff. You would did all this and did all that. Then you want to come to me and say, "Oh, I'm ready to settle down." Nah. I was with you the last 5 hot summers. I know what you did, so nah, that ain't cool for me. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to live your life when you're in your 19, your teens, and your 20s. Once you get to 30, you got your whole mindset need to change. You need to start thinking on a grown level where I need to prosper, move forward, and build something. Because after that, like I say, this modern stuff, when this administration in here, what he doing to everything, he gonna break everything down to where they gonna have to come back. They're gonna have to bow down because they not gonna have anything. They're gonna be crawling back trying to get it together.
in 10 years, having a 2 women to 1 man could be very normal. I gotta move forward, boss. Any final
All
thoughts?
right, boss. You had a good one, man. Nah, man, you keep it up, man. I'll be back with you when you come back home.
I got you, boss. Take care. Brandy, talk to me, lady.
Good morning, Morel. How are you, sweetheart?
I saw you up there. You came back down. I was like, damn it, man. This would be a great topic for you.
It is a good topic for me. Yeah, I listen, the babies come first and mama had duties, so I had to get off. I was trying to wait, but
All
either
right. Okay.
either way, I'm here. Good topic. Hi, everybody in the chat. Are traditional women getting rewards? Yes, but we have more intrinsic rewards. And we get to see as a traditional woman, I get to pass on traditional values. I get to see all the little moments of them growing and learning. I get those great pictures of them making bread for the first time or making pasta for the first time. I get to see them learning how to walk in their heels and how to place table, do the table settings. And we get so many rewards for the effort on being traditional. And I get to see my husband grow into this awesome person because I'm supporting his role in such a way that he feels like he can conquer humanity. Like my husband is doing the dang thing. He is so motivated and my children are. And yeah, traditional women get rewards. It's just different. It's not transactional. It is not, it's not something you can quantify, right? Because they're so valuable and you get to see them, you get to see your children grow into productive members of society from being traditional. You get to create your own traditions within your family from watching your children and what they like. You get to do things like my husband did a Nerf gun war with the kids the other night. It was hilarious because the guns were too big for them and they were struggling to recharge oh my gosh, it was the best. We get to, traditional women get to do things like that. It's just, there, you can't put a price tag on it. So yes, traditional women are getting rewards that are not even quantifiable. They are so valuable. We don't need to go out and brag about it. I myself am living such a wonderful, joyful, purposeful, passionate life. That's why I'm advocating for marriage. I want to share this with other people that this is so beautiful. But the modern woman is only interested in transactional and has turned into the man she wants to receive. But now that she's turned into this man, he does not want this. You have to come to a man as a lady. And if you can't find your femininity, if you weren't promoted for in your femininity as a girl growing up, it is going to be gosh darn hard in your late 20s and early 30s to all of a sudden develop this and learn how to shut your mouth and learn when it's time to talk and how few words get you so much more. It's the little things you do as a lady. It is being alluring. It is all the wonderful meals you make based on his needs and his likes and his interests. It is picking up a book so you can have conversation about things he likes, even though you're not interested in it. It is all of these things wrapped up in that women don't understand. And I hope they understand how beautiful it is so they can get the rewards I myself get.
Now, for everybody that want to know right fast, on my page, Morel's Man Cave, there's a spot right here at the bottom. It says Wife School. If you go to Wife School, I got a bunch of clips on Brandy talking exactly like this. So you want to be entertain, and learn something right there on my page, Morel's Man Cave at the bottom, Wife School. A lot of those clips are from Brandy. Brandy, question.
Yeah.
Women with the potty mouth, are they getting the results they're looking for?
Oh no. Potty mouths are such a turnoff for men. Potty mouth, tattoos, extra piercings, vulgarity, being overly exposed. Will men look at it? Yes. Will men entertain it? Yes. And that's what women don't understand. They think because they get the attention, men like it. Men will entertain it. Are they going to marry it? Are they gonna show they bring them home to mama? No. Are they gonna go show you dad? They're not looking for that. They're looking for a blank slate that they can show the world to. That's what a man wants. He wants you in his world. And if you're a blank slate, he can show you his world because you're not comparing him to every other experience you've had before.
Is there any way to make more traditional women in the future, or is it just too far gone?
For our community, we have 80% of, maybe it's 70 to 80% of the women having children out of wedlock. So I think that's a lost cause for our women so far. But the few, like myself, we can continue to multiply our children and create those value systems. And we are going to have to marry within our community so that we can continue to create this no matter how small it is. And so it can continue to grow. And I think Kate, no, I don't remember which one. I don't remember which one of your co-hosts, but they were talking about how traditional women have 5 to 6 children. And that's true. I wanted 6. My husband was like, no.
I saw that chat. So you wanted 6, but you got 4.
Yes, I wanted 6, and my husband zipped it up at 4. He got his son. He got his namesake. He was like, I'm good. I was like, but we can have 3 more, like 2 more, and then you can have 2 more sons, and they can roughhouse together.
Brady, you got 3 girls and 1 boy?
Yes.
Oof, that's a lot from a father. That's a lot to have 3 girls.
And every time we had another girl, he got another set of bullets. Like he got another set of armor. He got another set. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we got a full armory and it's a safe and the whole thing. And you know,
is your son a junior?
Yes. Well, not entirely. He's got his first and last name, but he changed the middle name for his grandfather.
That's fine. Yeah. Mine's a junior too. I hope my son has a 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. I would love my name to go on and on and on.
That's so beautiful, right? I think that is so beautiful. And listen, I was raised to be a traditional wife. Then college made me modern, right? And I heard another woman come on your panel and talk about how she went from being traditional and then all of a sudden she was modern and then she got married and went back traditional. And that's what happened to me too. And I wanted to have every word in edgewise with my husband when I was newly married. And then COVID happened. Then I got right back into my role. And it was just like, I knew what to do in that circumstance because I wasn't working. And my husband goes, whoa, because he was working. He's a part of the infrastructure, right? So he was working and he goes, man, he goes, if I'd have known you could do all this, you'd have been at home sooner. He's like, maybe you should just be at home. And then that's how we got to where we are now. But you don't realize how these roles really impact you, are impactful, and how they impact you in such a manner that's really productive for your household, you know? So yeah, just wanted to touch on that.
No, you're fine because me personally, I don't want my woman working at all. I'm not rich by any means, but I want her to be at the house with the softest life possible. Because when you got to go to work and have a supervisor or manager or be an entrepreneur, you take away from the family. All that working takes away from the family. And a lot of men cannot do it. I'll make it real clear. However, if you can find a guy that can do it, though, be in your soft girl era and stop trying to be the man in a relationship.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It doesn't behoove a woman to match the aggression of a man. First of all, you are not a man. You'll never be a man. So the fact that you think you can compete with him, whether it's intellectually, and you here's the thing, the women want to feminize the men. Well, you need to be emotionally intelligent. No, He needs to be stoic. He needs to be even keeled. He needs to see the long-term goal. He needs to stay focused on his purpose for his family. He needs to be in his, you need to mind your business and he needs to mind his, and y'all need to work together. That's what needs to happen. And she's so busy worried about how he's showing up and how he doesn't say, oh, I look beautiful today. That's not his job. You're supposed to feel beautiful on your own. You're supposed to make yourself happy. You're supposed to find purpose and passion in the things that you do, and stop minding his business. Stop trying to create a new man out of what you found. You want to build a bear. You want, oh, you know, you're working this job, but you know, you could be in the higher ups. You could be working in the management. But I like what I do. Yeah, but you could be doing this. So are you gonna you're gonna motivate me to go after this new position? Yeah, I'm gonna fill out your application and I'm gonna X, Y, and Z. No, thank you. If you don't give him room to grow and develop on his own, he'll never become what you even thought his potential was. You have to leave room there, and you cannot be emasculating him every time he turns around and makes an oops, and he hasn't even begun to regroup. And you're like, I told you not to do X, Y, and Z. And no, you back up, you let him fix his problem, and you keep moving and you keep growing with him and encouraging him and building him. That's how you do that. You don't bash the person that you want to be with. I wouldn't want to be with anybody that puts me down. Why would a man stay? That's why they're sitting in their cars waiting to come in the house. They're like, oh man, what's she going to be like today? Oh man, what's she going to tell me I didn't do today? You know what I mean? We have to stop thinking it's okay to do this to a person that we love. Why would you do this to a person you love? That is really dysfunctional. But we've seen this in the home with our family, so we think it's normal, and it's not. It's not. You have to be loving and supportive. You know what I mean? I'll leave it there.
When you speak, the heavens open up like, oh, all the men are like, come on, Brandy, give me more, because there's hope out there. Unfortunately, it's so hard to find your sinking ass.
I'm sure it is, because women lack the patience it takes to grow in a relationship. They want instant gratification. The world is catering to their needs. We are in a society that supports individualism. So it's all about me. It's all about what I want. It's all about how I feel. It's all about the education I can get. It's all about me. That's why they're not paying attention to their babies in their home. That's why Jack and Jill are going to school and they smell like fish. That's why they're getting into fights. That's why they're reading at a third grade level. That's why they can't cook. That's why they're struggling over their food. And they're having a food desert in their house. They're having these issues because mama's too busy being the man that she wanted, that she is now outside of the home doing things that a man would do. But she says she could do it on her own. Why would you say you can do it on your own if you're going to go out and work twice as hard as you did before, when you could just stay with that man and grow as a couple and learn your place and help him grow? You can then grow, your children can grow, and we can have a supportive community. But let me not say too much.
No, you said everything. And that's the thing, though. We need more youths, more Cocos. We need more traditional ones to start speaking up, because you guys are such in a corner. The modern woman speaking so much, they act like that's normal. No, traditional ones are supposed to be normal, but most of you all are so quiet. So every chance I get you to talk, I want you to talk.
Well, thank you. I myself, I'm still learning and growing, but I'm making sense of the world. And where I'm sitting, it makes a lot of sense because I'm listening to my husband. And it's a cold, hard world out there for the men. And y'all see it because y'all are the infrastructure of our society. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, men don't want us to have hard lives. You don't want us out there pushing 10, 12 hours a day. You don't want us out there stretching ourselves. That's what's so insane. But the women are like, I'm going to pick my hand up because I'm going to go out there and tell you I can do better. I can do as much as you can do. When I'm telling you, I like the fact that I get up just to take care of the family. I get up to fulfill their needs and my own. I get up and the only person I have to answer to is my husband. And I know that he's got grace and love for me no matter what the needs are in our home, and we can regroup together as a family. I think there's something to be said about that. And that's why I want to speak out more about marriage, because it is such a beautiful thing to be a part of a growing relationship. And no matter what mistakes he makes and no matter what mistakes I make, we still come together as a family for the common goal and needs of our family together. You know what I mean?
I think marriage has a bad advertising campaign.
Yes, because the women that are leaving for their feelings can manipulate a relationship to make them such a victim, and that the man was so aggressive and a being and all of these things. And it's like, if you look at the statistics, it's a very small percentage of men that are out there doing these things in a marriage. So then like all these women are shouting lies basically so they can manipulate their circumstance. And it's actually quite sad. It's quite sad that you picked so poorly and you made so mistakes. You now want to make this really bad sob story about what you did, about the mistakes you made. And then later your children learn that, no, mama was just in these streets. Mama made up all this stuff because she was really in these streets wilding out, and then your children lose respect for you. And then you wonder later on why your children aren't talking to you because of how you showed up in their lives. But we're not thinking about long term. That's why we need our men, because the women don't see the long term. And at the end, they're like, well, I'm going to keep Sally Sue here, or I'm gonna make sure, she's with me, because when I retire, then I can rely on her. That's wrong. You just took your daughter's life away. You took your son's life away. You can't do that. I mean, you can. It's wrong though.
No, you said it right though, because a lot of mothers, excuse me, a lot of mothers are side chicks. A lot of mothers are dealing with married men right now, and the father is a married man. But guess what though? They can't say it out loud because it's gonna look pretty bad.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not ready. I think the women out there are not ready for the truth. I don't think they'll ever be ready for the truth, because the truth means you actually have to show up. And here's the thing, as a homemaker, I'm at home with my children. I choose to show up every day. I have to show up every day. When my husband gets up and he's gone for work, he showed up for the day. How dare I not show up in the capacity that he did? So yeah, I'm going to get up. I'm going to put my boots on and I'm going to keep moving no matter what the circumstance inside the home, no matter how sick I get, because he showed up too. So I can't say, woe is me, when I'm looking at him. You know what I mean? And what did he say? If you're capable, you're responsible. And that's what I'm teaching the children. So yes, I'm capable.
Facts.
I'm responsible every day. And I'm going to tell you, he didn't like to read at first. And now he's an avid reader because of me. But he had me read a book about responsibility. And it's from a man who was in the Navy, I believe. And thank you for your service, by the way, Morel. But he explained the accountability and the discipline that comes with our roles. Everyone has a role, and you have a certain responsibility within your role and accountability within your role. And me being at home, I take full responsibility of the behavior of our children, of the condition of our home, of the condition of the way they are kept. All of those things roll into my responsibility. How dare I ignore any of them? And if I'm capable, I am responsible. And therefore, I must show up every day. I land.
As always, you got any final thoughts?
No, Morel, thank you so much for having me up. And I hope that in doing so, I was able to share how joyful it is to be in the position that I am in, and how women can also get there too. Love on your men, love on yourself, and continue to jointly, collectively be a family. Bye.
Bye, woman. Appreciate you. Wait, Brandy. Find me a wife, Brandy. Find me a wife. I am waiting. Nurse Glow, talk to me.
Good morning, Mariel. How are you?
I'm outstanding.
Are traditional women getting rewards? Heck yeah, we're getting rewards because we're traditional. We're willing to bend over backwards to make things work. We have value. We know how to cook and clean, and we are soft and feminine. And also, last but not least, we keep the house going. We keep everybody in check pretty much, because if you think about it, if you're a traditional woman, you get more things in life anyways. You get more rewarded, and that's fair game, because if you are a traditional woman, you'll be able to run that man, not into the ground, but you'll be able to get anything that you want.
I agree. You ain't lying. No lies told so far.
Because in all actuality, I stay in my lane. I stay quiet. I'm not loud. I don't have to have the last word. I go to work whenever I feel like it. And that's a good thing, because that's what we're supposed to do. I tend to my garden, and I make sure we have hot food on the table, make sure my house is clean,
And that's all that we're really supposed to do. And I don't know why that's so hard for these women to understand.
That's a fair question. I got to check right now. I keep on hearing that same phrase, cooking and cleaning. There's got to be more to a traditional woman than cooking and cleaning. Give me other examples of a traditional woman besides cooking and cleaning.
Okay, I'm glad that you asked. Besides cooking and cleaning, we have to have a clean house any day as an adult anyway. Cooking, because you're going to be hungry. So you have to be submissive. And that's the word that I don't like, Morel. You have to be submissive. You have to learn how to be quiet. You have to learn how to humble yourself. When the man is leading, you not saying you have to let him lead, but you have to learn how to just humble yourself.
No. You said it right the first time. You need to let him lead. You cannot make a leader. If you do not let him lead, you're gonna have destruction.
Right. Because like I remember you saying before, you have a president and you have a vice president. The president always has the last word. And it's not like he doesn't ask me, for my opinion. He values my opinion. But at the end of the day, he has the last say so. If he says the children aren't going to school, then, they don't go to school. Or if I'm going to be there to take care of them or whatever, that's my job. But see, here's where the problem lies with whole roles and stuff, and feminism messed that up. I guess we're in the 5th wave of feminism. All that messed us up because, we're trying to do things that the people of the color of your t-shirt got us messed up with doing. And it's just so crazy because, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't. I get rewarded all the time. And we also have to make sure that we're happy within ourselves and make each other happy.
Nurse, I've been on for 3 hours. I'm gonna cut it short. You got any final thoughts?
No, that's it. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you could, on your username, put a fish emoji at the end of your username. If you could, it's not mandatory. Put a fish emoji at the end of your name. Your name is user 12345. Put a fish sign next to your name. That just shows support for the show. As always, I'm gonna come back on at 11:30 Central Time. I'll talk to you guys later. As always, get the party going.